Hello. It says we're live, so hopefully we're live. Taylor, right on time. Reading Just the Nicest Couple, 222 pages in. What are you thinking?
Because I was just about to ask, because that seems to be dividing the booktubes.
It's a controversial book. Okay, hello everyone. You all know who I am. I'm not going to introduce myself, but we'll just talk
about have to either, do we? They know who we are.
No, they know who you are.
I was going to say.
Hello, Chrissy. We'll just talk about what we're reading.
Yeah.
So I'm reading The Priory of the Orange Tree. I also do have the audio pulled up on Audible on my phone.
Same.
Because am I going to read this whole book with no audio? Absolutely.
I've already read the first 17. It's 800 and some pages.
I think I asked you this yesterday.
But it's like a really thick 800 pages.
But I feel like the type is really small.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I will say I've started it. I'm only on page 17, but the words are so hard. So like the fantasy
it's not gonna be
places, the fantasy places and the names are a challenge. So I'm glad I have the audiobook. Because for the first 17 pages, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like that reel with the microwave. Like, you close the door. What door?
Yeah.
What door? I don't understand.
I feel like that's how I'm gonna feel during this shortly.
The start of every epic fantasy book. The first 50 pages, you're like, who are you? What are you?
What is
happening? Oh. And then all of a sudden, you get a moment of like, oh, I know what's happening now.
Also, if anyone thinks I'm not going to break the spine on this book,
oh no,
you're sad.
Yeah, is that even possible?
No, because it's not floppy. It's
I would have
floppy
to.
At all.
It's not floppy, and I have to read it like this to not break the spine. So
no.
I'll do it off camera where I won't offend anyone, but the spine will be broken.
You'll probably see me break it on camera. I'm sorry for those that offend.
Hello. Oh, and Kelsey, what are you reading?
Oh, Catherine House. I'm still where I was yesterday, page 50. So
what are you thinking 50 pages in?
I mean, I have the same thoughts from yesterday. I like it so, I wouldn't say I love it. I like it so far and I'm not confused, but I still have 250 pages. So that can go downhill.
Have you hit the chanting yet?
No, I think I'm like 10 pages away because Reni hit it and she was around 60. So
yeah. Cool.
Hello, Alexis, starting with People of Sparks by, I'm not going to try to say Jean's last name there. At least want to get a few more chapters in. I'm sure you will. We'll be here for a little bit. Also, unfortunately, Reni will not be here tonight. She went to go see Aladdin, I guess. I think on stage, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. That makes sense. I somehow missed that though until you posted in your stories and didn't tag Reni, and then I went, is Reni not coming?
Yeah, she said last night on Sprint, she was like,
"This is audible." I missed that
so much. She was like, because we were like, we'll see. I was like, I'll see some of you tomorrow. She was like, not me. I'll be at Aladdin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now that you say that, I kind of remember that.
But I think she's on tomorrow morning with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's on
or at least as far as I know.
What time is that? At 10? Okay.
10 Eastern. Yeah.
Chrissy, almost done with Home Before Dark. I hope that you're loving it. Hello, Ollie. On the last sprint of Brittany's, I fell asleep and just got up a few moments ago.
Nice nap. I love it.
I slept for most of her sprints and then got on and then had to leave my house. Like, I got on long enough to be like, hi.
Yeah, I just said hi and I was like, all right, meeting time.
Listen, I'm reading the Witsec series off Kindle Unlimited. It's like reverse harem murdery stuff. It's really good. But so my schedule is already set. Like my body will not let me go to sleep before like 4:30 in the morning. So I was like laying in the bed last night at like 2 a.m. and I may have read the first half of the book before I got.
How long is it?
I don't know how many pages, but it is like a 6-hour book.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's a pretty like average sized. I haven't seen the book itself as anything but an ebook because like Brittany from Gigi and Bo, she posted on her stories, and that's why I started, because I was like, well, I'll just go add it to my wish list. And then all of the books are on Kindle Unlimited, but the 4th book doesn't come out until August. So I'm like trying to pace myself, but also I read half the book in like 3 hours. So there's that. Hoping to finish Anywhere You Go by Wanda M. Morris. Wonderful. I love Breaking Spine. I'm here for watching y'all break spine. Yeah, I mean, some people get like real up in arms about breaking spines, and I'm just over here like, if I have a paperback book, the spine is getting broken.
Like, I don't want to just go like this. Like you know what I mean? I want to open the book.
And look how big this book is.
Honestly, it's so hard to hold already.
Try to hold it like this.
Exactly.
It's already so hard to hold
for that long of a book too to do. But like the one thing I can't stand is dog earring pages.
Oh,
how does everyone feel? Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna fold my pages
because if anyone in this group does it, I'm gonna request it.
Like my copy of Priory is a little banged up.
Chelsea's like, I'm
like, I can't be friends with someone who
dog earring pages.
Yeah, so my copy of Priory is a bit banged up at the corners because it's a soft.
Yeah.
Like it's a paperback book. So I expect my paperback books eventually for pages or the covers to be kind of like bent, but like I'm not going to forcibly bend.
If it happens by accident, it's like, fine.
Listen, I have a friend.
I mean, there's also just like normal wear and tear.
Right. But I have
a
friend that folds like the corners of the page down to mark her spot. Like, please use a bookmark. Please use a receipt.
Yeah.
Sock. I don't care what you use.
A sock.
Just don't. But I don't let her borrow my books. And she asked me why I don't let her. And I was like, because you don't use bookmarks. And I'm not. If you bend my pages, just don't return it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I just think bookmarks, there's so many pretty bookmarks. Just use a bookmark.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm using a Gigi and Bo bookmark. It doesn't really match.
Me too. Mine's still Christmas.
Oh, I lied. I'm not. I'm using a Rory bookmark.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we love a Rory. Is that from Gigi and Bo?
No, it's from. Hold on, I'm gonna look up her shop name because I'm gonna
need you to send me all.
Yeah, send me too because I'm looking for smaller ones. Like I like these ones, but they're like fairly large. You know.
That's the nice thing with these. They're just a little shorter. They're not as short as the Daisy and Bee ones. The Daisy and Bee ones are like super short.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this is like. Hold on.
I would just like varying sizes of bookmarks.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like in a book
so
like
this is a Gigi
and Bo one.
I have a Gigi and Bo here. I'll do a compare and contrast.
Because Gigi and Bo's are all bigger ones, right? From what I can tell.
Yes, they're like this.
So okay, see the size difference?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I personally just want like I like the Gigi and Bo ones.
It's a little thinner and a little shorter.
I just want like a good variety of different sizes because I have different
books. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Because like I have books where the Gigi and Bo bookmark, if I stick it in there, it takes up like the whole book. Which I love these. So I'm not, but like in this book, that's great.
Yep.
It's a good size because there's still enough that's like sticking out.
So this is the macro shop, but they're on vacation right now. So they're not open.
That's fine. I don't need them ASAP.
But they're the macro shop here. I'll send you the link.
I'm using my pansexual pride bookmark because why not, right?
I'm using my Christmas one, so I mean.
Lauren is reading Last Time I Lied, but didn't make much progress with me yesterday. I need to read this. Lexus said, God, no, I'm not a monster. I'm not going to bend my pages on purpose.
No, if it happens by accident, it's another story.
Chrissy said she used to dog ear books.
Oh, no.
But doesn't anymore.
Okay.
Well, we'll forgive you.
But as a kid, she did all the time.
Okay, a kid. All right.
That makes sense.
Fine.
I probably did as well.
If you're a full-grown adult and you're bending the page, no.
I have so many bookmarks. It's an addiction, to be honest.
I just want like a good variety of bookmarks, but I really do like the Gigi and Bo.
Same. I love their designs.
The one thing I like about Gigi and Bo is when they release like a collection, that's like 70 new bookmarks. So like I can go in and like just place one order per collection release and get like all the bookmarks I want.
Yeah. That's why I like
other shops, when they release new bookmarks, it's like 2 bookmarks at a time.
I also like that she does the like the collections in the collections.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? So like you can buy them as like a bundle.
Yeah.
So like so she'll do like she did the I don't know, she's done a couple of different ones, but like I know she did. Are you good? Yeah. Okay. She did like when she did the patriarchy ones for the overturn of Roe v. Wade.
Yeah.
She was like 3 bookmarks. I only got the one that has like the uteruses on it, but you could buy them as like a 3 bookmark bundle.
Yeah.
And I like that you are saving a little bit of money, but then also like if you can't decide which one you want, like you could just buy the bundle.
That's how Daisy and Bee does all their releases, because they release collections. So you can buy them individually or the combo pack. And the combo pack always works out to be buy 3, get 1 free. So you get the 4th.
Is that the link you sent us? Or is this
no, that's Macro Shop. Daisy and Bee is the one that and Steph. They're my favorite, but if you don't get them like when they first come out, you're
Are
gone.
they like big sized or like smaller?
No, they're the smallest ones I own.
Okay. It wouldn't hurt to have some small ones.
And I think they're the prettiest ones I own, to be honest.
Okay.
Hold on.
I also what is Mel's shop?
I can send that to you too. One second.
Thanks so much. Because I realized that like I never grabbed it the other day when she was on your sprints, and then I was like, well, great, now I don't remember what it is. And yeah.
Okay, so that's the Daisy and Bee one. But they sell out fast.
Okay. I also would just like to say that I think I've found my people in my corner of the internet.
Are you talking about us?
Yeah, but I'm just saying like in general.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Just in my quest of finding people to come like hang out for 24-hour sprints, I think I'm
glad
I found my people.
I love that.
Now there are a few people that said that they couldn't make it this time that I will still ask in future.
Yeah.
But there are some that at this point I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. We get what you're saying.
Ollie folds pages. Absolutely not Ollie.
Okay. I
mean, I love you, Ollie, but no.
Yeah.
Daisy B is the one that made the whatever-a-thon 2 bookmark?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because that's Jade and Steph's business.
Got you. I'll see if I can still get this because it says it's still for sale. Because I didn't get one of these when I was doing it.
Yeah, those are the second. So there was a misprint of some of them. So they're just a slightly off center. So they're selling them because they like.
I don't even care if they're off center.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, yeah, they debated whether they should sell them, and I was like, you should sell them.
99 problems and 98 of them are sequels.
I know. I have every bookmark they ever sold. Daisy and Bees. I've never missed one.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not really like that person.
I mean, they're pretty cheap. This can get dangerous.
But they're a good price. Like,
especially if you buy the collection's cheaper because it's buy 3, get 1 free in the collections.
Yeah.
So I just always buy the collection because it's cheaper. So that's how I've ended up with every one because I just buy the collection.
And I mean, we're paying $5 in Canada for delivery, so you kind of want to like bundle, you know?
Right?
Yeah, you want to get as many as you can.
Yeah.
Free shipping.
So I just always buy whenever they announce a new bundle, I just buy the bundle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just easiest.
Okay, I don't have any friends.
Books. I'll look at this after.
You're like, oh dear.
I'm going down a rabbit hole.
Oh, she means like in real life, like where she lives. Okay, I got you. I was like so confused. Okay, I don't have any friends physically, but I feel like I'm getting closer to you guys and be friends. Well, Chrissy, I mean, you and I have been friends for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because we know each other through digital planning stuff. So
I talk to you all way more than I talk to anyone that I know in my real life.
Honestly, the only the people that like live directly in my house, like the only person I talk to as much as I talk to you guys is the person's house I'm at right now.
Yeah.
Like otherwise I don't talk to people. Like I don't know. Thank you.
I have to for work, so unfortunately,
at work, I talk to people.
People won't leave me alone.
That makes sense. But I don't work, so I guess my kid. But like, I should talk to my child. But
the people I know just don't read books or really read anything at all. I mean,
I don't have a lot of friends who read books.
Luckily, the people in my house will do you read books? The adults in my house read books.
Yeah,
I mean, Ari also reads books, as we know, but
I love Ari. She's so cute.
It just is dependent on if they want to hear about the book I'm reading. Like Mariah will mostly talk to me about books, and like Sam will listen to me talk about books, but you can see his eyes kind of like glaze over.
Yeah, I don't know if my boyfriend actually listens. Like I know he's sitting there like listening, but I don't know if he's really listening.
He's actually taking it in.
He's probably like, and then
wow. Like I can tell when I say something. I like to talk to Sam about smut books because I can tell when I've said something that shocks him, because all of a sudden, like, I'll say something and he won't really have been listening, and I can tell because I'll say something and then he'll be like, he'll like look shocked.
A good way to tell if he's listening. Like,
no, it's a good way to tell if he's listening.
I was like, did you hear anything I said before that? And he'll be like, to be honest with you, no. And I'll be like, I didn't think so at all.
Well, you know,
that's fine.
That's why we have the internet.
That's why we have found our place on the internet.
That's what I'm saying. How big are these bookmarks from Mel?
Which one?
From Mel? It looks little.
Hold on.
I think they're smallish.
They are.
They are really, but look how cute. Can you see it?
Okay, I have to look.
Please hold. I'll turn my brightness down a little. Here.
Oh yes, those are cute.
Like, it's so cute. Also, I love this one, the mood reader with the cows.
Nice. I don't think Brittany sent me this link.
She sent it to the group chat.
Oh, okay.
The Besties book club. Maybe she didn't. No,
are you sure? Because I'm like,
I lied.
I don't see it, but I don't trust my messages.
Well, she sent it.
What is happening?
Can I get Mel's link for her Etsy?
Did I not send it to you?
No, I don't.
You sent it to the individual chat.
Well, that's where I thought I sent it for Kels too, but maybe I didn't.
No,
I don't
think you
did.
That's okay. I'll send it again.
I mean,
I may not have.
The people at my job will listen to me talk about books, but I think it's because they're like,
okay,
they are not readers at my job.
So I grabbed lots. So I grabbed a Gigi and Bo.
Okay.
And then here I have a macro.
I love how we're having like comparison books.
I love it. It's great. This is book content. Okay, then I have a Daisy and B.
Okay.
Teeny tiny.
Yeah, real small. But that's a good size if you have like smaller books.
Yeah. I kind of love the size, to be honest. So teeny tiny. And then we have Mel's, which is kind of in between.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
And are those two laminated or no?
No.
These
are not laminated. The Daisy and B ones are super heavy card, like super, super, super heavy. Mel's is not as heavy, but I think you can pay to laminate these.
Okay.
You cannot pay to laminate these because they wouldn't laminate. Like, it's not the kind of
no, they're
heavy would laminate. Because they have like foil, and this one's like a foil.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, that's why I buy the Gigi and Bo ones, even though they're so big, is because they come in a laminate option. I just don't get mine with the tassels because I only have cats and
I don't.
The Macro Shop has the laminated options. The Macro Shop ones I have are
okay.
Okay,
that's good to know.
So,
if I could figure out how to make my own bookmarks, I would. Like, I wouldn't sell them, I don't think, but I would make them.
Yeah, I would too.
That's fun. We're gonna talk about that. Okay. Alexa says no one wants to listen to her talk about books. Had a coworker tell me I had no life because I said my weekend plans involved reading some books.
Well,
that's me.
I personally have this problem at my job, but I also think that my coworkers are amazed by how many books I read.
Everyone is amazed by how many books I read. Like, real life people don't understand.
Because like AJ was like, "Oh, I bet you read like 20 books this year," and it was like at the end of the year, so I had already hit like my one.
Even I read more than that,
and I was like,
"I'm a slow reader."
I was like, "Oh, well, I read a little bit more than that." And he's like, "How many?" And I was like, 111, and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Listen, I read a lot."
Yeah.
Like reading is what I do.
But like also like, okay, compared to people who like watch TV who see like every episode of every show.
Yeah,
like, I'm not necessarily up on all of that because I'm not watching TV for
I don't like to
hours upon end.
I'm just gonna be honest, like I'm not a huge fan of watching new things. So like if shows that I have so like I did watch like Wednesday, like when that came out on Netflix, but like watching new shows is not a thing that I do regularly.
Yeah, very often.
Like I will watch shows that I've already been watching that have new seasons, but I'm not one to like.
Yeah,
my go-to shows are like things on ID Discovery, 90 Day Fiance, things like that, because like I can watch them and I know about what's gonna happen, so there's no like surprise.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that is rude. I'm glad I found this book community because besides ML, there's no one else I can talk to about books. I mean, that's why
I think we all feel this way.
I agree.
I'm not even gonna lie. I was like, let me just. And I remember, like, I looked at Sam and I was like, should I start a BookTube channel? And he was like, I don't know what that is. And then I was like, it's YouTube, but for books. And he was like, yeah, you should.
I think that's because he wants you to find your community.
He does.
Yeah.
Also, he's probably sick of listening to me talk about books. Hello, ML. Hello. We have one reader friend in real life, but we read very different things. See, and I feel like growing up, I had more people that read.
Well, kids read books more, I felt like, than like adults do, you know?
And like,
you kind of had to, like, I don't know if you guys also had, but you had to like bring a book to school every day, and like a certain class you'd read for a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
We called that AR. It was called Accelerated Reader. So you had like, but like ours, you took quizzes on the books that you read.
Oh, we did that too, but we also had like a time that you could read whatever book, but you had to bring a book.
Yeah, we had AR, so a lot like our library system, like in the schools, were even like labeled with like the grade level for AR.
So I just want to answer Mel's question, just so that everyone knows. Yeah, you can read on sprints whatever you want. These are not like specific book club sprints. We're both reading different things.
Yeah.
So it's totally fine.
Oh,
we'd love to have you. Also, Mel, we were just talking about your bookmarks.
Yeah, these sprints are not, I mean,
well, they are Besties book club sprints, but we're all reading whatever we want.
Even if I was to put in the thing, like, because like as we do book club where we are having, like last night, Reni's sprints were Catherine House sprints. Like that was kind of the
like you can still read something other than Catherine.
I mean, you were reading something different.
I wasn't reading
this time I'm reading something different than you two.
Yeah, and if you're not
reading, you're actually reading the book club book. We're actually the one.
If you're not reading the book club book, then like you can read whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do jumping jacks for 45 minutes. Like it is like you can do whatever you want. Obviously, like for me at least, I don't know how Brittany and Reni are gonna do it, but on the months that are my month to pick the book. So February will be the first one, really, which is Throne of Glass. I will have Assassin's Blade. I will have like specific sprints for that just to get myself to read the book. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you have to read it.
Yeah.
Love Wednesday. Can't wait for season 2. Yeah, I enjoyed Wednesday. I watched it on the way home from Iowa because like I got really sick on the bus and I was trying not to like actually get sick. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I really did like it. And like Ari thinks that it's a cool show. Is it necessarily appropriate? Probably not, but that's fine. But yeah, we're talking about people in real life that we can talk about books. The only other person I really have is Raven. That's whose house I'm at. But she reads mostly nonfiction. So in 2022, I wasn't reading a ton of nonfiction. But in 2023, I'm going to get back on track with reading nonfiction. The thing with it is that I have to either have both the audio and the physical, or I have to just do audio. I cannot read nonfiction.
Like reading
my eyes.
I'm reading one right now, but I'm like reading it before bed for like 20 minutes. So I'll probably read it the whole month, basically.
Because to be honest, I read to escape real life. So I don't want to read about somebody else's real life.
And I mean, to
be honest, that's just
fair.
A lot of the that's fair, but a lot of the nonfiction that I read tends to be like personal development,
self-help kind of, me too.
But still not escaping from my real life.
And I don't.
Yes, true.
Really, all I'm doing is tabbing like quotes and stuff that I think are relevant.
Same.
So I either will take notes as I'm listening to it, or I will tab things as I'm reading it with the audio, but I'm not going to read it with my eyes. I will fall asleep. Absolutely not. Hello, even though we already said hello to you, but
I used to highlight in book. Is this gonna make me sound bad? Because I used to highlight in books, but I think dog earing is craziness.
I highlight in books.
I think most people
self-help
annotate highlight.
It's called annotating.
Okay, not in fiction.
So in my copy of It Ends With Us, I have highlights, underlines, and tabs.
Okay, I haven't tabbed before. I need to do that.
Verity, I only tabbed, but I mostly tabbed it for my sister because she wanted to read it and she wanted to be able to like skip over all the sex parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I've tabbed, I think I haven't tabbed Crescent City, the first one yet, because well, that's not true. I did tab it, but I tabbed my paperback copy, which I sold. And so I took all the tabs out and I'm going to reread it anyway. So I'm going to re-tab it.
Mm-hmm.
When I get I'm going to be ordering those tabs that Reni sent me.
Ones with the matching ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she has a bunch. Like she has all the Crescents. Well, she has everything for Sarah J. Maas. And you can buy them in big bundles. So you can buy like I'm going to order the Throne of Glass one. It's like $70, I think, but it's all of the tabs for every book.
I'm talking about all the books. I don't have the tabs. I don't have the tabs.
But they
I know, I was actually thinking, like, you have the tabs?
I do not have the tabs. I have all her books. Like all her main like series.
Yeah, you can also have her make you your like custom tabs. So I'm thinking about asking her if she can do a color scheme that matches A Man Called Ove.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is. Okay.
I say Ove. I don't know. That's
I said Ove for so long my brain cannot correct.
The old grumpy man.
When does the movie come out? Soon, right?
Came out yesterday.
So I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna have
I was gonna say where I live, it's been out since Christmas.
Okay, I'm gonna
came out
find
yesterday.
Not really a TV person. There's a few shows I keep up with. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not really. I watch YouTube, but I don't think that counts. Hi, Pat.
Yeah, I have a hard enough time keeping up with that.
Right?
Hello,
the struggle.
Quite a few reader friends in real life, so I feel
really lucky.
That is exciting.
I feel like they all disappeared in 2020.
Well, I have we do like meetups in my city with like the book people. So I do have those but not like any of my actual friends who are like close to me.
Those are like
we do have those
friends that
actual friends.
Yeah, like we do meetups and talk about books like once a month, but I don't have any.
I definitely am going to read more nonfiction this year though, because then I'm
trying to do one a month.
And be like, have you read this book? And then when she's like, yes, we're like, great, let's talk about it. But she reads a lot of nonfiction. Hi, everyone's saying hello. Yes, we hope that Ollie had a good birthday. Everyone's saying hello. Yeah. You never feel like you have to read something. Like, I'm not going to gatekeep what you're reading.
Yeah.
Although I don't remember who, because I promptly unfollowed them after this happened, but I was subscribed to somebody on YouTube who would do specific sprints, and she would say, like, if you're not reading or you're not reading this specific thing, like, these sprints aren't for you.
That's a little odd.
Buddy.
I feel like sprints you can read whatever, like even if they're book club sprints.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like, sometimes on my own sprints, especially the 24-hour sprints, do you think I read the whole 24 hours? I spend at least 4 hours of the 24-hour sprints watching YouTube.
Yeah.
What do you read?
Yeah.
No.
True.
I'm not actually reading at the moment, going on reading sprints tonight with Kat from Stars and Embers, so definitely have readings out for the day. Wonderful. Read a lot of history, nonfiction, or true crime. I also really love true crime.
That's actually true. I do read true crime. So I will say maybe that is, but I read true crime that it is true crime, but it's like fictionalized. Like they write it like a story versus like a article. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So you read like,
I get what you mean.
You read like M.W. Phelps or Greg Olson, where it reads like a novel, but it is a real life thing.
Correct.
I get you. That's what, honestly, when it comes to true crime,
correct.
That's what I prefer as well, except Helter Skelter wasn't quite written like that, and that's my favorite true crime book, which is about Charles Manson. But
I have a limit with true crime. Like if I go read too much, I become paranoid, I find. And like I get weird dreams and stuff about being like kidnapped and I'm just like, okay, I have a limit. Like I don't read it before bed and I don't read it like if I keep reading it like for like weeks on end, like I was getting like nightmares and stuff. So
Yeah.
We all know that I read horror at 2 a.m. in the dark.
Yeah, like an insane person.
Yeah, no.
I don't tab or annotate, but I'm making some plans for 2024 where I'm going to summarize and tab up a 30+ book series. My goodness.
Nice.
Kind of like I read this series so you don't have to. Got you.
Mhm.
Yeah, I will only really tab or annotate certain things. Nonfiction, I will, and then fantasy, I will. I don't usually tab contemporary.
No.
I don't
Unless
have anything.
like now contemporary romance, I will sometimes because they have good quotes. Like romance books in general, like if the quote is good, but I don't always annotate it. I usually will just make like a note somewhere, like I'll write it down because like I do have a section in my reading journal where you can put quotes, so I'll like write it down so I remember it. But like A Man Called Ove, I did annotate just because like it was so beautiful. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't going to, and then like, it kept jumping out at me. So I was like, let me just.
I'm so excited to start. We're starting Us Against You on what, the 20th? I'm so
excited.
I just cannot wait to read another Frederick Bachman. Like I'm just.
Well, we have one coming up.
I know that's going to be the next one I read. Is the one
I'm reading one. Yeah, like
you're reading one before me, but
yes, but we're reading it in March, April. April sounds right. Yeah, April.
It's not March.
No, it's April for sure.
What are you reading? Anxious People?
No.
What reading?
Britt Marie is here.
Yeah, we may as well say it because I'm like,
okay, great.
No one's like.
I just want to read like every book the man has ever written.
Which I feel like I need to read because that's my name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name is Brittany Marie. Like it's literally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like, it is my personality.
I literally want to read every book he's ever written.
Me too.
Has anyone read Anxious People?
No.
So I heard this one's kind of like makes people very anxious.
So I read.
That's gonna be fantastic.
Started Anxious People and then I soft DNF'd it. However, I soft DNF'd it in 2021, and it was at the same time that I soft DNF'd The Silent Patient. So I feel like
just like a bad time
because of the timing of everything. The only book I managed to get through in that month that I was in Iowa, because like people were dying, and that's great, was Reckless Girls. And I think it's because Reckless Girls pulled me out of what was going on around me.
Yeah.
But I tried to read The Silent Patient and I tried to read Anxious People around that same time, and I DNF'd them.
Yeah.
But I don't count them as true. Well, obviously I reread The Silent Patient. And gave it 5 stars.
You like, okay. I was like, you liked it.
And then I am gonna pick Anxious People back up. I just need to be like in a space.
That's how I feel. I won't pick that one
up.
I
think that's the same with all Frederick Bachmans. It's like you just can't be just picking Frederick Bachman up willy-nilly.
But I will at some point.
You need to be in the right mental space to be crushed.
You really do. You have to be.
Yeah, it's true.
The only one I would say that wasn't like that, I did not cry for Us Against You.
Okay. I didn't cry for Beartown or
I
Ove.
didn't cry during Beartown. I teared up during Beartown, but I didn't
cry for 150 pages.
I'm heartless. I didn't cry at all. I mean, like, what's wrong with me?
There were things in Beartown that made me sad. That made me like kind of
me
thing.
too.
And like I definitely teared up, but it wasn't.
Oh no.
It wasn't like A Man Called Ove, where I was like,
no, Beartown wasn't A Man Called Ove for me either. But nothing ever in all my days is the winners.
Okay, that better get me. That better get me to cry.
Because A Man Called Ove, I literally still had 20 minutes of the sprint left. And it took the whole 20 minutes to calm myself down enough to come back on to the sprint.
Trust me.
I'm just happy Reni also didn't cry, so I don't feel as alone.
For the last 100 pages of winners,
okay.
Like, I don't know.
Then she really is heartless.
Legitimately.
I will still love you. So I will not be reading the winners on sprints. So
No. Oh
I will
no.
not.
Maybe
no,
I
no.
should. Then maybe I'll cry. Like
I
bad
will-
luck being on Sprint.
As crushed as I was after A Man Called Ode, I'm just not like that was fine because I knew it was gonna make me cry.
No.
But I'm not gonna be reading the winners on Sprints. Like I will read it and then tell everyone my thoughts.
Like I'm getting emotional just thinking about the last.
I will take pictures of my
We need
face
to talk about something else
and send them to Brittany, but otherwise,
because I'm not good. I'm not okay even thinking about it. Like I'm not okay to this day. I read it 6 months ago.
she really did. Two best friends from uni have always been big readers, and we like the same books. So talking about reading has always been a big part of our friendship. That's great. Okay, I guess I can talk to my sister about books.
Yeah,
I can talk to Anna about books, because for the most part we like about the same books. But she's not going to read smut. Now, did I get my 22-year-old brother to read smut? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. He picked up, I can't remember what the book is called, but it's a Hades and Persephone retelling. A Touch of Darkness.
Oh
and
yeah.
he texted me and he was like,
"Oh wait, that's the purpley black cover."
Yeah, and he was like, "This book was great," and I was like, "What did you read?" And he was like, "A Touch of Darkness," and I was like, "I'm so sorry that you're now corrupted, but also not sorry at all." Do you jumping jacks during sprints? Who cares? Yeah, like I'm not going to gatekeep what you like.
I just feel like sometimes the reading community can get a little legalistic about
it's
like supposed to be fun. Like everything is just supposed to be for fun.
I literally had people come on my sprints and be like, "Hi, I ordered my groceries."
Yeah, like I'm gonna be doing laundry.
Great.
So
how many times have I come on sprints and gone, I did nothing in those sprints? Like
Yep.
I legitimately accomplished no things.
I stared at the ceiling for 45 minutes.
I scrolled Instagram.
Cool.
Yeah.
So proud
I'm gonna be shopping bookmarks and the sprint and doing laundry. So
it's fine.
Ollie ate too many donuts on her birthday. That's great.
Fair enough.
My sprints don't care what anyone reads and knows I have to do chores. Yeah,
exactly.
like I will also do chores during sprints.
I do all my chores during sprints pretty much during the day.
Know that I'm doing them, even though I turn my camera off.
Honestly, I feel like I do everything now with like a Pomodoro type mindset. Like I do, like that's just how my life is laid out.
ML started Babel.
Nice.
I finished this yesterday.
What did you rate it?
5 stars. But I will say this: it's not for everyone.
Oh no,
I don't know that I'll read it.
I was reading Goodnotes reviews. Goodnotes, no, Goodreads reviews, and the people that didn't like it because either they didn't feel like it was fantastical enough, or they felt like it was boring.
I feel like Mel, right at the end of my sprints on Tuesday, got to like the best part about Babel.
Yeah.
Right as we were leaving. And I was just like, that is the best. That is the point where it goes from like educational to like, oh crap, things are going down.
Yeah. And my thing is this with Babel, it's not going to be for everyone. Like I understand why Cassidy only gave it 2 stars.
She gave it 1 star, I think.
That's why I'm worried to read it because I don't know that it'll be my cup of tea. But the cover is so beautiful and it sounds like a great story. But I'm like, I just don't know.
I understand. Here's the thing. If you like
dark academia.
If you like dark academia, but also nonfiction.
Yeah.
Hear me out. If you like dark academia, but also nonfiction, but also fantasy, because there are fantasy elements to this book, I think that you will like it. And the reason that I lump in the nonfiction is because it reads like a
textbook.
It reads like a textbook.
So you have to already be in that mindset of like, now it's a thick book. So
the first half of it reads like a textbook. I feel like the second half does not.
Okay. But to get to the end of it, you have to be in a mindset of like a nonfiction style read.
ML, which I like nonfiction, so I mean, I might actually get this. I need to use another email to get it on Book of the Month for like $10.
Or you should be able to use my link. I'll send you my link.
But if I've already, I can use, send me your link and then
you might need another email anyway. But if you use my link, then I get a credit.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, so then technically I could also use another email and give myself another book too, right? Do you get what I'm saying?
So here's
you can use your own link with a different email.
is the one that you used before still an active subscription?
No.
Then it may not work.
Okay.
That
I'll use yours first. I have
what they were
other
stopping.
emails to use, so I
That's
mean,
how they were stopping people from doing that. Is it has to be an active subscription, which mine is because I just ordered my book of the month.
Okay, I'll use yours.
I would have thought reading sprints was really more about catching up. I mean, especially at night, like it's a different.
Nighttime sprints are a whole other level of.
People rarely do crafting, chores, writing. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I have 1/3 of Babel left, and I'm loving it so much. Love to hear it. As a professor who studies race, colonism, etc., and I love our fantasy books, I feel like it is for me.
Mel, you're gonna love it.
You're gonna love
it. You are gonna love it.
Yeah, Mel's gonna love it.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem interesting, so I want to be reading, and I want to read something. Yeah. I mean, for me, it took a while for me to decide that I was gonna read it. Like, it had already been released on Book of the Month, and then I got it in December.
Yeah.
And they released it at when it was published.
Yeah.
Book of the Month.
I went and bought it the weekend it was published.
And I was like, no, I'm not going to get this. No, I'm not going to get this. No, I'm not going to get this. And then everybody was talking about it so much that I was like, it's not even a FOMO thing. It's just like, it sounds like a book that I would like.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try it. And if I hate it, I'll sell it. It's fine.
I think I'll get it and then I won't probably read it for a while.
You're going to want the audio. That's all.
Yes.
Is it on Scribd?
No. But I got it through Libby.
I got it on Scribd.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I could request it on Libby.
Not on Canadian Libbed or Scribd. Libbed.
Okay, I was like, Libby
Libby
or
Scribd and made them one word.
Well, then I can request and then whenever it's available in 17 weeks or something like that, I'll get it.
I did.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got it on Scribd, but I know it's not on Canadian Scribd. Up to book 4 now, Brittany.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was like, she was like, this is where I'm at, and I was like, oh, that's the best part of the book. Well, not the best part, but it's like when it starts to kick up. It goes from like
when it gets good.
It's when it starts happening. The things start happening, and I was like, and we're just signing off, and I can't even discuss this because I can't say anything because it's all spoilers, and I just wanted to talk about it. And
honestly, ML, I think the book is made for you.
I think you're going to absolutely love it.
But now I really do want to read The Poppy War.
Which is not anything like...
Which I understand is like completely different because it's like
completely different.
Fantasy, but I feel like even when an author has different writes in different genres, the writing style doesn't necessarily change.
So excited to read her thriller.
Oh, yeah. Because I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like, yes, you can change genres, but your writing style is going to be the same.
Absolutely.
And
I just don't know how, so many authors can't switch genres well. R.F. Kuang can.
Yeah. But that's why a lot of them can't switch genres well, is because their writing style doesn't change. So if your writing style doesn't mesh with the genre you're trying to switch to, you know what I mean? Like if you're a person that writes thrillers and you try to go write contemporary romance, but your writing style doesn't fit contemporary romance, it's not good.
Someone who does this really good is Ashley Winstead. I don't know if I really like her thrillers.
Ashley Winstead does, and she writes thrillers and contemporary romance.
Yeah.
But I think that the writing style stays the same. It's just a different part of her brain, I think, that works. Because...
Yeah, I didn't find... Yeah, I get what you mean. The writing style is a bit similar, yeah.
You can tell it's an Ashley Winstead book.
Oh, yeah, for both,
but it's like something clicks over in their brain. So they're like, we're writing fluffy romance now.
Yeah, that's true.
Went bookshop with Meredith from Reading with Mer, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of interested in it. And Meredith told me I had to get it, that it was a very Mel book, so I did. Exactly. See? That's why we love book friends. I'm just saying.
Friends are the best.
Okay, that's the end.
We basically talked for a whole sprint.
I know. I'm like, we should
didn't notice.
It's fine. This is
nighttime sprint.
This is what it is. It's okay. I mean, tomorrow we'll be on daytime sprints, and we'll be like,
we'll stick
reading.
15 minutes is up.
Also, we're gonna stick because I only have 3 hours before my child returns. Like I have 3 hours and 15 minutes, and then my child is walking through the door. So like we're gonna have to.
So we have.
Well, you're in control of the sprinting then. So
we have to get all the talking out during
now.
Sprints.
Right
now, yeah.
My sprints are allowed to be. Okay. This is why I don't do daytime sprints, because I could never stick to it. Like on my channel, on someone else's channel, someone else can be like, will you shut up, please? We're gonna read it.
That's tomorrow. That's how I'm going to tell you all. We'll go, no, shut up. We're gonna read.
Well, look, you just bring up the timer. You're like, all right, we're going to like, all right.
She'll be like,
I like how I wish I could do it like Margaret. Margaret will like be like, the timer clicks off and she goes, mute your mics and like mid conversation.
Yeah, but Brittany will be like,
I'm like, okay.
like, oh, that was the timer. Everybody ready to read?
Yes.
Yeah.
But like on my sprints, during daytime sprints, like I still like, I think because I mostly have always done night sprints.
Yeah.
I'm in that mindset. So I'm like, yeah, we can just keep talking. It's fine. And then I'm like, this is daytime sprints. No one's trying to do all that. That's why I'm in charge of the night sprints, because
fair enough.
Chaos is my brand. Okay, so we're gonna do 45 15s. I think. Does that work?
We're not doing 15s.
Well, we
might adjust then. We'll see.
This first 45. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
But also I will try to make sure that I don't follow the trend that's been happening and set the break timer. At the who did that? Was that Brittany that did that?
Was me. That was me. I did that. That was me.
Okay. So. Okay, great. All right. I was making sure everything was set up. Okay. So we will see everyone. Chrissy is laughing at us. It's fine. So we'll see everyone in 45 minutes.
Neva, you have to start the timer.
That would be helpful, wouldn't it?
A little bit.
There you go. Hello.
Hello.
How did we do?
I got to page 46.
Okay, so we're almost in the same spot because I got to page 42.
Yes.
So we're like,
I
know.
think there's probably a point during that sprint where I'm on camera and a dragon talks, and I think I gasped aloud. Like I was like, "Oh, they talk," and
I did that also when the
I was
dragon
like,
started.
"Oh my god, the dragons talk!"
Like only because like I don't know. Like I know it's a fantasy, but like I don't always expect dragons to be talking.
No, I knew there were dragons. I knew dragons featured highly. But when the dragon spoke, I literally went, and I'm sure there's a moment where everyone sees me gasp and clutch my pearls because I was so excited that the dragons talked.
Yeah, I did this as well. So that's fine. How did you do, Kelsey?
I didn't read. I got laundry done and cleaned up, so I feel productive. But
That's good.
I'm also making a pizza. So
I also completely lost. Apparently, my audiobook was playing on my phone, and I didn't know. So now I have no clue where I should be, and this doesn't really have chapters. So I'm gonna try to like.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just noticed it was like because I had like an hour left in that chat. Well, not an hour, like 50 minutes, and then all of a sudden it was at like 36-ish, and I'm like, So I'm gonna try to backtrack. Yeah,
maybe just go back like a whole chapter.
I might do that. Yeah. Even if I have to like skip a little, at least.
Yeah, you could always just see like, I
Yeah.
remember this. Yeah,
Exactly.
So Courtney came and went. I'm sure she's gone.
I'm sure. But hi if you're not.
I'm pretty sure Reni's also gone. But she came in and said she loved us at intermission.
Oh, I'm glad she's liking it.
So I did say hi to her. Hello. Ari is not near. Ari is at home and I am not. So but I'll tell her that you said hello. Hello again. 14 pages and made February's budget. Very productive.
Yep.
10%. I did 0 reading, having total time watching TV with family. Very productive anyway. Like I said, you do what you do.
Yeah.
Had a shower. Great. Flew bad this last week, so laid in bed for the whole week. I take care of my. I mean, that happened
now.
Truthfully. Okay, now it's cooking.
Shell couldn't come on my sprints today because she had the flu, and she was like, "I'm so sorry, I can't come. I have the flu." And I was like, "It's okay, you have the flu.
You have the flu, bro.
Like, I don't expect you to hop on camera with the flu."
That's like when whose sprints? I think it was your sprints. You, me, and Crystal were supposed to have sprints in November when I was really sick.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Where now my family actually thinks that it could have been COVID, and I just didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was so sick, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do sprints." And then by the time the sprints came around, I was like, "I can't keep my eyes open. I'm really sorry." And then I ended up canceling my own sprints, like the whole month, basically.
Yeah.
Because of it. Well, November I took a month off of sprints anyway. But I ended up canceling like sprints with everybody I was supposed to have sprints with, like we didn't, and everything. And I was like, "I'm so sorry." And everybody was like, "Bro, you're sick."
Yeah.
You're sick.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah, I was like, you do not need to feel bad for being sick.
Honestly, with those ones with you and Crystal, I was gonna make myself get on the sprints anyway. But I was like, if she sees the way I look right now,
I will send you home. I'll be like, "Girl, go rest."
she's gonna be like, "I'm just gonna kick you out of the sprint."
Because that's the thing, like when you get to a certain level of friendship where it's like, okay,
like you would have.
I love you, and I'm glad that you're here, but like I love you enough to tell you to go to bed.
And you're like, "Listen, I'm gonna just kick you off."
Yes,
So
because you
if
need
you
to go
choose to
rest.
sit in the waiting room, that's on you. But go to sleep. Thanks so much.
Ooh.
I've been for book club, which you'll see another video about.
Okay, I'm excited to see when that goes up.
Julie feels better now. Couldn't walk or stand longer than 10 minutes because of my headache and dizziness. Yeah, that's how I was when I was sick. Like I literally had to have Sam help me get to not go to the bathroom, but like get to the bathroom, or I was crawling there. Like that.
Yeah.
There was no in between.
I've been sick so like a few times where I was so sick where I'm like crawling around the house and I'm like, what does this come to?
Well, and he'd be like, "Did you eat?" And I'd be like, "How would I have gotten downstairs to eat?"
Yeah. It's like I can barely even get up.
Mm-hmm.
I ate a handful of chips because I happened to have some chips next to the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video goes up at midnight PST. So that's like 3 a.m.
It's 4 a.m. for me, so I will see it when I get up. Yeah.
I mean, I could be up, I guess, but I'm probably gonna see it in the morning. How did everyone else do? If you haven't told us, sitting up straight, I couldn't. Yeah, I would like sit, but I would be like bent over like this. So like I was on there, you know, like sitting there, but my whole body would be like bent.
Yeah.
No.
The flu is not fun.
Yeah.
The last time I was actually sick was when I had COVID. I haven't been sick since I've had COVID.
I've never been that sick.
That's why what I had was that.
Awful.
Because I haven't been sick since then, but I don't think I ever tested them.
It was so bad. And the thing was my kid got COVID too. So I couldn't like rest, even though I severely needed to.
Yeah.
Because I'm a parent. And
that's the times I'm thankful
come and help us because we had COVID. So no one could come and help us because we were
sick.
We had COVID. So like,
truthfully, you know mine. We had that power outage for the week while I had COVID, and it was hell. And I'd like to never remember it again. So
it was not a good time.
The only reason that like I can rest when I'm sick is because I have Sam and Mariah.
Yeah,
like because if I didn't have like any other time that I've gotten sick before now. It's just been me and Ariana. So like Ariana has been like, Mom, I need this, I need that. So like I don't get to be, but I think it's backfired on me because now the last couple times I've been sick, I've been like so ill that I literally cannot move.
Yeah.
Cancel. I had COVID in September, had to go to the hospital, couldn't keep anything in.
No.
Terrible. Cancel sprints when I'm sick. You all don't need to be. Yeah. My thing is like I'm not talkative when I'm sick. So like it's literally gonna be me like being like, hi guys.
Pointless, I
feel like crap.
Well, and like at the end of the day, this is supposed to be fun, and you're not gonna have fun.
I'm not
if you're wanting to be ill. Like if you're ill, you're not having a good time no matter what you're doing. Like all you want to do is put on comfy clothes, lay and sleep until you don't feel ill anymore. Like you do
exactly. And it's not like you're getting paid for being on the sprint. So it's like, why force yourself? Like it's for fun.
Right.
Also,
like, you just want to be unconscious until you don't feel sick anymore. Exactly. Like that's all you want to do when you're ill.
Right. Also, I think I'm pretty sure that the narrator of this book also narrates Children of Blood and Bone.
I haven't read that yet.
And the only reason I'm saying that is because I started it last year before I got sick and then didn't finish it. It's fine. I was supposed to buddy read it with my sister. She finished it and she
Have you finished it yet? No.
It got left at like halfway.
Gotcha.
It's very possible though that I did. Well, so here's the thing. I finished the audiobook.
Oh, okay.
But I was annotating the physical book. So at some point I'm going to have to go back through because I did mark it on script, I think, as being done or not script, Storygraph. Because I did end up finishing the audio for it. Sorry, I was checking my pizza.
I was gonna say, leave this sentence like just right on camera.
I'm like, do you start talking?
I did end up finishing the audio because I finished that when I was ill, and it was from the library. But I never finished the physical book, and I need to finish the physical book because I was actually annotating it. Like I'm actually annoyed that I got sick because I was actually annotating that book. But I'm pretty sure it's the same person. Wow, the same narrator.
Yeah.
Just recovered from COVID.
I'm glad you're feeling better now, though. Yeah.
I will. So here's the thing. If I have something that's more than just like a common cold, I will call in. If it's just a cold, then I just wear a mask. And trust me, like I get like AJ was like, "What are you doing?" Because I did have a cold at the beginning of November, end of October. And I was like, I have a cold. So like, it's not even about like whether I have COVID or whether I'm contagious. Like I don't have COVID or I wouldn't come in, but like, it's not about being contagious. I was like, it's just like the respect of like coughing on people. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Hello. How are you? Reading Scarred by Emily McIntyre. So I need to read this. I stopped after Hooked because I liked Hooked so much.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know what this book is until you said Hooked. And then I went,
Yeah.
oh, got you.
Scarred is like is her Lion King retelling.
These are smutty, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Hooked is the Peter Pan retelling. It was actually the first smutty Peter Pan retelling I had ever read. And basically, like, the premise is that Hook, so James, Captain Hook, he pursues Wendy, whose father is Peter Pan, and he pursues her for revenge on Peter Pan for something that Peter Pan did. So that's like, and it was good. Like, it was good. Everyone was like aged up and all that stuff. But I need to try to read Scarred, because then she also has Wicked, which is Wizard of Oz, I think.
I would assume.
Priory. Okay, they sound the same to me.
I'm liking the narrator for this book.
I don't know why they sound. Maybe it's you know why? It's probably because for Children of Blood and Bone, Bonnie Turpin has an accent. She uses an accent in Children of Blood and Bone, and Bonnie Turpin also did Book Club's Guide, the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. She did that also, and she didn't have an accent in that, so that might be why. I was thinking. What was I going to say? I don't remember. Preferring Scarred so much more than Hooked.
Considering how much everyone loved Hooked, that's a glowing review.
Yeah, because I gave Hooked 5 stars.
Because I feel like everyone went on about Hooked when it was doing its rounds.
See, this is
I love this.
To me, this is the thing that I like better about smutty romance than I do about contemporary romance. Is it's the little things like this in smutty romance that make you swoon. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like in contemporary romance, like, we had to have, like, I don't know, like, I feel like there's always like a build up to it.
Yeah.
And it's like the littlest stuff in smutty romance makes you. I mean, like, literally the one that I'm reading right now, like, she looked at him across like a hedge or something. Like, he's like her neighbor. You know what I mean? Like, because it's reverse harem. So there's 4 dudes that live next door, and that's the romance. Okay, you're welcome. So she like looked at one of them from across the hedge, and it was like sparks flew, and I was like, and like nothing else had happened. They hadn't even.
For some reason, you describing someone looking at someone across the hedge, the only image that popped into my head was Wilson from Home Improvement. Yeah.
Hold on. Pause.
Oh, no, Kelsey, you understand this reference.
I don't know that I do.
She's so younger than us.
I understand the Home Improvement. Honestly, that's also kind of what I saw, because I was like, there's got to be a better way.
That's literally all that I thought.
What is this from?
Home Improvement.
Is that a movie?
No. Oh no, it's a TV show. Oh,
where era is this from?
Like late 90s, early
late 90s.
No,
so late 90s. I was like a couple years old, so that would be.
Wasn't that a Tim Allen show?
Yeah, it's a Tim Allen show.
Yeah, this doesn't ring a bell.
And Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah.
Oh my.
She's like, no.
Late 90s? Yeah, no. No,
yeah,
I was like 5.
It would have been in the 2000s. It definitely would have been in the 90s.
Anything 2000s, I'd know, but 90s.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been off the air by the 2000s.
Yeah.
I mean,
some 90s stuff. 90s music, I know. 90s TV shows, probably not.
Okay. Kelsey, she's just so young. It's okay.
That's okay. I just sometimes forget that Kelsey is younger than us.
And only a few years, but I'm surprised I don't know. Well, this is at my work. I work like with a lot of older, 28.
Oh yeah, you're not that much younger.
No, I'm not. So I don't know why I don't know this, but I always feel like the young one, because at my work there's a lot of like 40 plus people. There's one other girl my age, but everyone else is like over 40, most over 50. So literally they're talking about like these old TV shows, and I'm like,
But I guess it is also that, like, okay, the late 90s, like I was like 9 and 10 and you were 5 and 4.
5.
Like that's that 4-year age gap at that time.
It does actually, make a difference.
Makes actually quite a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
It is strange how much like 5 years make, because my sister is 26.
Mm-hmm.
Like just turned 26 last month.
Yeah.
And there are things that I remember that I know she also experienced, but she doesn't remember.
Right.
Yeah.
So like me being 10 and you being like 5 would have been a big difference.
That's a big jump. Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Especially if a show like stopped airing, you know what I mean? Like at a certain point. Then it's
I bet you probably stopped airing in like 98.
Yeah, it's not like a show where it's like it comes back, like
hours.
Friends, like that, like comes back every like few years, like they'll
I
replay
think they sometimes re-air Home Improvement, but not like.
The thing is, I haven't had cable in years, so I mean, like,
yeah, same.
I'm not like watching all the old TV shows.
You can
It was
either
a good show.
open that box, or there's one that's out in my bag.
I can't say I'm gonna watch it.
Oh no, I wouldn't recommend. But that's just where my head went of like. So it ended in 99.
See, the funny thing is, when you said Home Improvement, I was like, oh, it's one of those decorating shows, right? Like it's like
Well, it's kind of based off that. He has
It's based off that, but it's like
a
a comedy
show on the show.
Okay, got it.
Where he's like, again, you probably wouldn't know who Bob Vista was, but he does a similar show to what Bob Vista did in the 90s.
Yeah, no.
Again, you have no idea who that is, but basically, it's like a Home Improvement show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Sasha said she only gave Hooked 4 stars. I mean, I gave it 5 stars, but I don't really remember. I don't know. I think it was like there was like a kidnapping trope in that book.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was what did it for me. I think I prefer the female main character in Scar to Wendy in Hooked. Sarah can take care of herself. She's a... Oh, okay. I know what that is. Badass mother. So for me, I think that was the appeal, though.
Right.
Because he was supposed to be like older than her. He was supposed to be like 23 and she was like barely 18 or something. And I think that was like the appeal.
Yeah.
I have no idea. But I do know that Bonnie Turpin did Southern Book Club's Guide. I do know she did that one.
Yeah.
He
I agree.
really is.
I 100% agree with that comment.
Yeah, Lauren saw reruns, so it's fine. I think I'm older than all my coworkers at this point. I'm the grandma.
I'm like the young one in my department. Well, not anymore because we now have like another person my age. But before it was like 40 and 50-year-olds. And I'm like, I feel like a baby. Like I literally feel like a baby. They're all like talking about their kids and like their married life and all this and like all these old shows. And I'm like,
literally no one but me has kids on the shift that I work.
Oh, wow. I'm the only one who doesn't have kids. Well, not anymore because we hired someone my age. So.
Hello. How are you? What are you reading? Oh my goodness. I forgot to stop this because I forgot.
You were getting your pizza when it went off. So
I forgot that it also
like
runs, like it starts over on its own. I forgot I have it set like that. I might change that because yikes. How do you change that?
Just hit Pomodoro. Oh, you mean you want to turn it so it doesn't automatically switch over?
Yeah.
But it won't automatically switch over for the 15-minute at the end of the thing if you do that.
True.
That's fine. But we're not even really following a 15 minutes.
This is also true.
We could just read the comments and then just
that's true.
Over.
She has a point.
This is a different vibe.
She is a point.
22 and work with all other uni students. It's accompanied by students for things. I mean,
I love how many times in the last few days I've seen you do this.
Because it's the opposite. Like, you have to point the opposite way.
It's like,
yeah, you better do that at the end, Neva.
Right?
be back.
You're fine. Nothing.
Oh, that's nice to work with like other students.
Mm.
Sorry, I had to grab a knife for this pizza.
Oh, I'm just reading the comments in my head.
Me too, and I really should be talking out loud, but I'm just like, oh my god, books. Like I was,
she bought books.
Internally taking that in and not speaking.
Yeah, I was like, I'd love Chipotle right now.
2 books and got Chipotle. Delicious.
I don't have a Chipotle.
Oh, we have one, but it's downtown, and I hate going downtown here because it's like a nightmare. But like we've gone a few times, but they kind of
downtown. Do you mean like Ottawa downtown?
Yeah. And like basically we've gone, but like last time we went all the way downtown because we're like not super close to downtown. Mm-hmm. It's like probably like 30 minutes, which I mean maybe that's close, but they cheaped out and they barely gave us anything. So now I'm kind of like hesitant to like even bother going all the way downtown just to you know what I mean? So But I got it in Toronto when I was there in the summer, and they actually like filled it like crazy, so it was better there.
I'm gonna have to soak this sweatshirt. I just got pizza sauce all over the sleeve. Honestly, yeah. What books?
You'll get there.
We're just reading them on the side ahead of time.
You'll get there in a second.
Okay, this is where it ends. And Ignite Me.
Ignite Me, is that part of the Shatter Me series?
Yeah.
Has anyone read that here?
No.
The Shatter Me series?
Debated it. Yeah. Is it really YA?
I'm pretty sure it is YA, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely YA. And I think
does it read very YA?
I've heard
Okay.
very mixed things
Okay.
about it. Like, it seems like people either love or hate it.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
What? And I'll just soak my sweatshirt.
If I read it, I'm only gonna buy the first one. I won't buy the whole thing.
Okay.
I'll read the first one and see. But I'm just like, I don't really read a lot of YA anymore, so
it's really my fault because
the only thing I still read YA is fantasy. Like I still like YA.
Yeah, because I can easily.
I'll read YA.
But other than that,
romance. I will read YA romance just because, especially if I need a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
YA romance.
I just always find YA romance the only reason I don't like it. And it's not that I need, like, I don't read smutty books that often, but like, I feel like in a YA romance, it's like, he held my hand. And I'm like, oh,
I know. I'm like,
I
oh my
think
God.
that's why I read it as a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It's like the love hypothesis. I'm like, just like, okay. Even though that had a little bit, but I was just like, I just can't.
Neva heard my whole rant on the love hypothesis, and I actually liked the book for the book. My biggest issue was the cover. The cover. You cannot tell
I had a lot of issues.
You cannot tell me that skinny man on the cover is the same man who moved an entire truck uphill while it was off. No. I
lost subscribers.
Well, I guess he missed it. I guess it's a fantasy book because he must be, immortal or something if he's doing all this.
Hulk. He went all Hulk, apparently.
I lost subscribers after my love hypothesis rant.
See, I liked the story. I actually liked the story.
I liked none of it. And this was in a time when I did not give books 1 star, so it got a 3-star.
It got a 3 from me, and I would give it a 2 or a 1 now.
But a 3-star for me in 2022 was a 1.
Yeah, same, because I felt guilty.
Okay, I disagree with these two, but that's okay. I liked the love hypothesis, but I did highly disagree with the cover art.
Yeah, that was one of my biggest problems. And my second biggest problem was the fact that it went to from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I buddy read it with somebody.
I don't really mind that. Like, I'm not a person, like, I'm okay with, like, I'm okay with all of that in my books. Like, it doesn't bother me in the least.
No, but I think it went from, like, so innocent, and then all of a sudden, like, bam. And I'm like, and then it just back to normal again. Like, it's just, like, I don't know.
That doesn't bother me, but I could see why it would bother some people.
I'm just
for me, it was just the cover art that I was like, you go on and on in this book about how big this man is. Like it's a huge plot point in the book. It's a huge plot point. And then you draw the skinniest little like tiny nerd on the front. Like I just didn't understand.
Yeah. I honestly didn't hate it. Like I didn't hate it to the point where I found it amusing because I found it so I'm gonna be mean. I found it so stupid at times that like I'm just like, this is kind of entertaining. Neva, I don't know if you felt the same way or you just straight up hated it.
So the big man, little woman trope is a thing that Allie Hazelwood does. Like I figured out that Allie Hazelwood and I've tried.
Well, I've heard that's in all of the books.
It's in all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's these gigantuan men to these hobbit-sized women. And I'm like, that no.
And I'm okay with that as long as the cover art reflects such.
But also I just found that the fake dating trope in it was not realistic.
Yep.
And if you're going to give me fake dating, I need everyone around you to believe that you're dating. No one believed that crap.
I didn't believe it, yeah.
No one believed it.
Like, yeah. But I did find it amusing at the same time, so I wouldn't read it again, but I didn't hate it.
I love this for Julie, to be honest. This is also the environment that my brother and my sister work in because they also work at a university and go to college, so.
Yeah.
Chipotle love here. Chipotle is my life. Anyway, we're gonna move on. That was like a thing for a while on TikTok. Maybe?
I was gonna say, isn't Taco Bell your life?
Or Musically or something, but there was like a video that went around for a while, and it was like this girl. She was like Chipotle.
Oh my god, I've never seen this. Am I the one out again? Have you seen
I've
it,
never.
Brittany?
I
assumed that no one else got this reference, so that's why I was like moving on.
I just assumed that she was just making a comment about her lifestyle.
I know, and I was like, okay. I was like, wait,
no,
Taco Bell, I think. Like
Taco Bell is my life.
Yeah.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
Oh, no wonder I didn't know what it was. Everyone's saying it was a Vine, which I never. I never got into the Vine situation.
I did for about 5 seconds.
Same.
I'm gonna finish up Sanderson's The Lost Metal. Fell behind in my TBR reading spare. I'm saying hello to everyone. Third book in Shatter Me. Yeah, I don't really have like a
urge to read it.
Yeah, like unfortunately that's one of the book series that I've seen enough bad reviews that and the premise of it doesn't really excite me.
I honestly don't even know what it's about, so I can really speak.
Is it on KU or no?
Yeah, probably.
Like I'd probably give it a shot, maybe. Like I wouldn't rush to though, but
let me check for you.
I don't know. Like I might give it a shot at some point, but I'm like, if it reads really YA,
Kindle Unlimited, I would maybe try it.
Yeah.
Just because like I'm not gonna lose. Like, what am I gonna lose if I do it on
a couple hours? Yeah, exactly.
But it like my library has a crazy waiting list, so like I wouldn't try to get it from the library. It's not on Kindle, and it's $12.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
I thought it was for some reason.
There's 6 books. And like,
I thought it was only 3.
No, it's like
there's 6.
Yeah. And I think it's still going too.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's still going because I'm pretty sure the 6th one is not released yet. But there's Shatter Me, Unravel Me, Ignite Me, Store Me, and Defy Me. And like the covers are cool, but if I'm gonna read an ongoing series, like I better like it.
Yeah.
But basically, her touch is fatal. The girl in the book, her touch is fatal, and so she goes to like a place where they're going to use her talent, I guess. That's what the premise is.
Is it classified as fantasy or romance?
Fantasy.
Yeah, that's
why it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only read the first book and I really liked it. Yeah, I mean, maybe. If somebody said they wanted to like buddy read it, I'd probably read it. But
it seems like a lot of people do like it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd probably give it a shot. I was hoping it'd be on KU because then it's just like
Yeah.
No, I mean, if she
Pay
wants to
for
come
it.
down and get a piece,
But you
now.
never know. If I find it secondhand or something, maybe I'll pick it up.
I just was too lazy to cut it into smaller pieces.
Hey, cat. You want to get that brownie pizza? All right, come get a piece.
I have no idea what you sell. It's fine.
I just didn't want to make more dishes to make for dinner.
No problem. Everyone's saying hello. Sorry. Fake dating was too cute to skip. I don't like YA, but the fluffy cozy. Yeah, I mean, I read, what was that one I read last year? Had to do with a pho love story.
It's a love story.
And I liked that book. A Faux Love Story was cute. And I've read a couple other instructions for dancing was really nice. Like if I'm gonna read YA though, like YA romance, it has to be, it has to be cute. Like there has to be something making me come back for it.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying hello. Oh yeah, ML and Ollie tried Four Loko, not fans of Four Loko. Oh, Brittany wasn't on those springs.
Yeah.
I was going, am I supposed to understand what
I could see the confusion. I realized,
the sprints that you missed, what was it, last week?
Oh, that was a good time.
Chris had drank some Four Loko. She was like on the sprint after drinking Four Loko.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
And ML and Ollie were like, we're gonna do our grocery run, so should we try it? And so they tried the watermelon flavor, and they sent me like pictures and like were talking to me about it in Instagram, and they were like, this is not good. And I was like, they've also changed the recipe since I had it, because it used to
be way more strong.
It used to be stronger, and it used to have caffeine in it.
Yeah.
Which, like, I feel like alcohol and caffeine not great, but that's fine. And
I'm sure my face when this comment came up was interesting.
They had like a glass that was like this big, like a smaller glass, and they hadn't even drank everything in the glass, and we're already like,
Four Loko is disgusting.
there you go. But they tried it, and they were not fans.
It's crazy. I mean, I haven't had it in years, but
yeah, and it is so sugary that like.
Well, you kind of get a sugar high on top of it, yeah.
ML rates the experience 5 out of 10. But yeah, Chris definitely had drank some Four Loko, and then
the monster drinking Kyle's drink of the early 2000s.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. Yeah, the Chipotle is my life thing with mine. Yeah.
Four Loko is like monster, but way more intense.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, my brother read The Love Hypothesis and he liked it.
A lot of people liked it.
I liked it.
And a lot of people didn't.
I will stand. I liked it. I had a good time. I didn't give it 5 stars. I gave it 4. I liked it though.
I'm glad you did.
I did. I just wanted better.
Neva, did you read The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren?
It's on my TBR for this year.
I find that very similar to Love Hypothesis, so I'm interested to see if you like it or not.
Can I just say the sequel to that is coming out this summer? And
I will not read it.
So excited.
I am not.
He was like,
read it.
I cannot wait. It's pre-ordering is happening. I am so excited.
Well, I'm glad you're very excited.
I know, but it's Soulmate Equation is probably my favorite adult romance.
It's so funny. We agree on so many books, and then some it's just like very
it's
drastic.
So weird, polar
like,
opposite.
I hated that. I loved it.
I know. I loved the Soulmate Equation. However, I do love a single mom trope in a romance book.
I think I like that one more than Love Hypothesis. I think I would rate like that one like 0.5 higher.
Which one?
A Soulmate Equation.
So single mom or single dad trope is fine, but I don't like a pregnancy trope.
No, this child's like 7.
Okay, good.
No, it's not that.
Because I don't like
the writing style similar.
This child is not even like little. This is like a child who has a personality.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so apparently this list that I read out loud doesn't include the novellas for Shatter Me.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna
Weird.
pass on that.
Yeah.
But apparently,
that's
there's a bunch
lot
of novellas
commitment.
for Shatter Me series also.
I have too many series. That I just
So I'm probably gonna pass on that. And underneath that, Nell is saying that it's considered dystopian. I thought it was fantasy.
okay.
Well, that could still be fantasy because dystopian is a subgenre. It's not like it's not its own.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was moving around the room. Okay, so yeah, it's dystopian. I don't know. I feel like my dystopian era ended with like the Maze Runner and
No.
What's the other one? Divergent series and Hunger Games.
Yeah, but there's other kinds of dystopian than those. Like the ones like the Gracier and stuff are all dystopian, and they're not
I
like
do need
that.
to read that. I do need to read the Gracier. Just because you rave about it so much that I'm like,
I need to read that. I have
Please
it.
read it. It's so good.
Yeah. 5'1", my partner is 6'1". I mean, I feel like the descriptions of it in romance
I found it
are
went
gross.
well, it just was constantly mentioned in the book. Like mentioned it once or twice, but like I don't know, I felt like it was mentioned a lot. And I was like, okay. And then the cover didn't add up either. And I was like, okay.
Listen, I'm sorry, but Adam Driver is not gargantuan and muscly.
I just heard my husband say, what?
Well, I think if anyone has seen
Driver?
Daly's
Okay.
My Killer
The
Vacation
book we're talking
cover,
about. Hold on. The book
That's
we're
a
talking
whole
about.
nother. I don't even
love
consider that one of her books.
It is a
I liked it.
Kylo Ren fanfiction.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't hate it. Like I didn't hate
You
it.
might
It's
like
just
it.
I didn't love it.
I
He
did
was
not
really
like it because
annoying
I don't feel
for
like
the first,
Adam
like, 10
Driver is
chapters.
not
That's what was.
demanded.
Yeah.
And I felt
The
like
main
I
character is
wanted
different. Adam
more
Driver,
of the
if you look at the
mystery.
cover
Like
of
I
this book,
wanted
I'll
more
show
of
you.
the.
If you look at
that
the cover
whole
of this
thing.
book,
Yeah.
You know.
it looks like Adam Driver on the cover. Sorry, my best friend heard me say Adam
Hi.
Driver, and she was like,
Hi.
"I heard my husband's name."
The cover was just wrong for this.
Yeah.
So this
It
is
was
the
wrong.
cover. You can tell it's like Kylo Ren fan fiction.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Oh my god, what is happening?
I hate it when my phone doesn't cooperate.
Right?
Okay.
You see Adam Driver.
Okay.
Okay, but in the book, they claim that this man.
He's described more like what are the who plays Thor?
An entire. What was it that he moved?
Chris Hemsworth, is that
Chris Hemsworth is how he's described in the book.
As
Yeah.
like this big, muscly,
Yeah.
beefy man. Adam
Yeah.
Driver is not
No.
beefy.
He's soft but strong, and that's why I like him.
But he
Soft
ain't
but
using a
strong.
trunk with his
But,
bare
like,
hands while the
you
trunk
might
is
like
Tree of a man. But
Up
he's
at the
not
hill.
fit.
Yeah, like Edward Cullen kind of thing.
I'll give her
Yes.
that he is tall.
That was
Like,
it.
he's a tall dude,
That's it. Yeah.
but he's not what Allie Hazelwood described.
Yeah.
So
But
is it the
honestly,
same
you might
thing
like
with
it.
Love on the Brain? Is that what it's called? Love.
I haven't read it, but I've heard that it's the same.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
gonna
Love on the
pass.
Brain is the new
I'm gonna
one.
pass.
It's basically the same thing.
Okay,
I own it.
I'm
So
sure
I will
you
not
will love
read
it.
I'm sure I will have a great time.
Ollie says, "Struggle bus with the Four Loco and never again."
Fair enough.
Everyone's saying hello. Hello, Kiana. Everyone's saying hello. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. My comments are jumping. It was funny. That was fun. I mean, I was sober, but it was fun to get tipsy Instagrams, to be honest. Everyone's saying hello. We blame your sprints. I mean, that was said. Because we definitely were talking about Four Loco, and then Kelsey was like, "Oh, you guys sell that you guys can sell that in gas stations? Like, not anymore, but like we used to be able to."
And like grocery stores, you sell them in, right? Like we have separate, like LCBO is like our, and the beer store is like, you probably have that, Brittany, too, right? LCBO.
NCLS no,
Oh.
and yeah, NC. Oh Lord,
And it's like
NSLC. That's
but
the
it's
word.
like government run, right? And it's just
Nova
like a
Scotia
separate.
Liquor Commission. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like separate than like grocery store and like.
Oh no, it's a separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't buy alcohol in the grocery store.
Or like a gas station.
We can.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, we also have like liquor stores. Like we also have places you buy alcohol, but we can also buy them at the grocery store.
No.
Oh.
I don't think
And we can buy
anybody
wine at the grocery store here. Like you can. There's like a wine. I don't know if you have this too. Like on the way out of like Superstore, there's like a wine. It's called the wine rack, and it's like this.
Yeah, but
wine
it's still a separate business. It's just inside the superstore.
Exactly. So you could get it on the way out, though. Technically.
Yes, but you pay separately.
Oh,
We haven't.
Yeah.
We have an
It's
aisle.
a separate store. It's just inside the other store.
Yeah.
Like a mall has stores. inside.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
our grocery stores have like a whole section for alcohol. And then
No.
you check out like
Yeah.
you normally do.
No.
No.
Is this the book you're talking about?
Yes. I'm very excited.
I mean, I'll read it.
It's Felicity's book, and I'm very excited.
But here's the thing: if I don't like it, I will tell you, and then I will never talk about it again.
Well, I haven't read
Well,
the.
you can feel free to
I
tell
might not
me.
like that one yet, but
No, I mean the
love-
soulmate equation.
Oh yeah. Well, you can tell me. I just it's fine.
I'd like to
Elsie
know.
doesn't like
too.
it. She's told me.
I didn't hate it as much as Love Hypothesis, though. So I'd read it again if I was forced to.
Same. Me too.
Where Gibraltar Airport is given GIB. Gibraltar. So going to work, it'll be COR.
The getaway.
Oh, that didn't work. Seems Cordoba, Argentina built their airport first and got COR.
I mean, personally, I love the Hunger Games. So
Tough Noogies, Orc, Germany. That's an adorable town name you've got there, but you're going
I'm
to
trying to listen to the background noise. Like, what are they saying?
Oh, yeah. Raven's daughter is watching something. I don't know. Something on the TV.
One of the major things I had it does coordinate everyone's code, which means
Lickbo.
just individual airports.
That's funny.
All the aviation agencies in different countries, some with their own desires for
Our liquor store here is Rite Aid.
such as Canada.
Yeah, I mean, you can
Pharmacy?
literally buy alcohol like at Walgreens and stuff here.
Yeah, no.
No.
He was like, absolutely not.
No.
And since we're here, we might as well talk about the FAA.
Who is this? Does anyone know who this is?
Not a clue.
I have no idea.
I'm about to look it up.
I probably do, but
Priory is on top of my phone. Hold on.
Oh, this guy.
who is that?
Oh, he's on Criminal
Oh,
Minds.
he's in Yes.
Yep. Okay.
Or no, CSI. Isn't he on CSI?
CSI Miami, but now he's on Criminal Minds.
Okay.
Yeah, CSI Miami and Criminal Minds. You're both right. Yes, he is very cute. Right. She's talking about Rite Aid. I just thought for some reason. Stand. Is that by Stephen King?
Yeah.
No, thank you. I read that one, so I'm never in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
Some
certain
states
states-
don't allow you to, but the state I live in lets you.
Okay.
Dutch grocery stores just have wine and beer, and for anything stronger, you have to go to the liquor store, which can also be a separate store within the grocery store with separate checkout.
Yeah.
I mean, we also have places that are separated. Hey, is Gary in the room? I mean, upstairs.
Oh, he's taking a shower.
Okay. Can you go grab my bag for me? I just realized I need my charger. And I don't want him to like come out and be like, what the fuck? Yeah. So we do also have that. So like when I go to Iowa, we have Hy-Vee, and then the Hy-Vees will have like a Hy-Vee wine and spirits. It's like it's in the store, but it's separate. Like you have to check out, like you have to get
Yeah.
your groceries in the grocery store and then check out liquor in the liquor store.
Yeah, that's kind of like what our wine area is in the grocery store.
Okay, so Maryland won't let you, but in Virginia you can.
Okay.
Yeah, Missouri, I'm pretty sure has places you can buy liquor, and then like Iowa does. I live in Indiana right now, but like in Indiana we can. Maverick and Sam's Club have liquor license without being a separate liquor store.
Oh, okay.
Thanks so much. Please hold. I have to get my charger. Do you have liquor warehouse like we do? I don't think so. I've never heard of this.
I definitely haven't heard of this.
Yeah, I've never heard of this, and I don't know where Brittany went, so we can't ask her. But I feel like Brittany also hasn't heard of it.
Oh yeah, she probably hasn't.
And their aviation agencies don't care at all which letters the United States avoids. So while Nashville was building her big branding, NASA grabbed.
Sorry, I had to plug in my laptop before y'all lose me, and then you're just stuck on this live forever. Oh, she'll be right back.
Yeah, I
just saw her message. You can get liquor anywhere here, even at Whole Food stores. That's all I have. Interesting. Well, we have like stores where that's all it is. Like we have liquor stores.
Yeah, that's
Buy
what we
it.
have. Yeah.
But Kiana said that in California they have liquor warehouses. Yeah, Pennsylvania you can't. Stephen King, I think, for this. Yeah, I mean, I guess to me it's not shocking because like everywhere I've ever lived, you can just buy like wine, beer, rum.
Yeah, I guess I don't find this weird because like even though it's a separate area, like or a separate checkout in our grocery store, like on the way out we have like the wine rack and you can buy like wine on the way out of your grocery shopping.
Yeah, like ours isn't even a separate checkout. It's like you do your grocery shopping, you grab your liquor,
got it, and
you
it's like
go
one
out.
checkout.
I mean, they will check like your ID if you go to self checkout, but it's not like a separate area to purchase.
Okay.
Unless you go into somewhere that's like Hy-Vee, where it has like a Hy-Vee and then a Hy-Vee wine and spirits. In there, then you have to check out through the Hy-Vee wine and
That's how all of our grocery stores are.
Yeah.
Is it's like a separate entity attached to the grocery store.
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Although there are grocery stores with no separate entity. It's just
Oh yeah.
like there's some that
Most
you
of
can't
them
buy
are like that.
at all.
Yeah.
If you can, it's a separate.
So for this question, Chris answers it down here and says you can in Cali, but not. She lives in Wyoming now. So in Wyoming, and I mean, if the place is like there are places here that are considered like dry areas, like you can't get alcohol at all.
Oh really?
Like they won't even have a bar type thing.
Oh yes, I have.
I'm not surprised Quebec is different.
I'm like right on the border because I can like get over to Quebec in like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I'm right by the border.
Yeah.
So I am not surprised at all.
No. If any province was going to do it differently,
Yep.
that's the one.
Yep.
Not because you can't.
So it depends on which Hy-Vee you go into, because there are Hy-Vees, especially in like Des Moines, Iowa, that if they have high traffic in the grocery store part, they will make you check out your alcohol in the alcohol part, which I know because they did this the last time that I was home, because we went in there to get something and I was just going to grab it and take it into the grocery area, but they didn't let me. So I think it's to the discretion of the Hy-Vee, like the Hy-Vee, like the physical store itself. I think it's their discretion. Yeah, we have like Total Wine, but like a whole like warehouse. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know what this comment is in reference to. Maybe I think this is her talking to ML or to Ollie. I don't care about liquor, but I like beer and wine to be at the place I get my eggs, bread, and shampoo. Yeah, I mean, you can buy wine at Target. You can buy wine at Walmart.
Canada doesn't have Target.
Not anymore.
That's sad. You guys should come.
Oh,
visit.
they came. It was a mess. They left. It didn't
You
last
should
long.
just come to America, and then we can go to Target.
They
Yeah.
came. It did not go over well, and they left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that Total Wine was considered a warehouse, but like I think that's the only one that we have here. Free wine bags.
Which is American run but uses NZWD.
Wow.
Because it's in the Kiwi plate. But also lots of Antarctic air.
Yeah, we can buy like that's how we buy like the alcohol for our house is at the grocery store. Like Sam buys his whiskey at the grocery store. So don't y'all live in Texas? They don't let y'all buy whiskey at the grocery store in Texas?
That in Tennessee for a while either. Actually, I think they still don't.
I just feel like Texas would be the place I would think you could buy.
In Tennessee, that also they have the wine separate from the beer. Like they'll have one store, but it's completely sectioned off to separate stores. Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Jigger State does not allow alcohol in the supermarket, but the BJ's in the next state over do. One BJ's has it with the groceries, and another has a separate store inside. Yeah. So I only ever went to BJ's when I lived in Florida. I don't know if BJ's is in other places or not, but I remember the BJ's that we went to in Florida having like beer and wine and stuff that you could buy. Like you couldn't get like high end anything. It was all like beer and wine. But Walmart in Ontario has a wine and beer section, but is literally only 0%.
Yeah.
We have this in our grocery stores as well, but it's
They're
0%.
like coolers
so
or
it's
whatever.
not real.
Yeah.
So y'all have to go to like a whole separate store.
Yes.
That like makes you not want to drink at all.
Well, there's a lot of them. Like it's not like
No, they're
there's one in the city.
They're
like
literally everywhere.
they're
They're
right
not
next
hard,
to the grocery store. Yeah.
they're not hard to stumble upon.
No.
Well, the village we never got rid of prohibition. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it does depend with Hy-Vee, but a lot of them that get high traffic or they get like a lot of people that try to like, as crazy as it sounds, like if they get a lot of people that are trying to shoplift liquor, they will make you check out in the liquor store. I'm not sure what life would be like if I didn't have Target. I mean, same.
Yeah.
I love Target. I just have to go in there with money. Like I can't. Target is not a place that I can just like walk in and like browse around. Like I need to.
This is true.
I go into Target when I have like $200 that I can just like spend.
Literally anytime I come to the States, which it's been years since before COVID, since I've been to the States, but I literally refuse to eat anywhere I can eat here.
You can come hang out with me and we'll find all the places that you can't have.
I go to all the places that we don't have.
Yeah.
Okay, so Texas only has a liquor store or has liquor stores and only beer and wine at grocery stores. That's interesting. They're funny. Because they literally just said all the same thing, just in like a different sequence. Liquor stores are closed on Sundays because
Ours are not. I don't think.
No, ours aren't.
Listen,
I don't think so.
Our liquor store didn't even close on Thanksgiving, which I know because my brother and I forgot it was Thanksgiving, so we tried to go to Target and they were like, "Oh, it's Thanksgiving. They're not open." And he was like, "I wonder if any liquor stores are open." The one in my hometown was open.
Ours aren't on holidays.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving isn't a holiday here.
Oh, I meant like our Thanksgiving. It would be closed, but
No.
Really, ours is.
Thanksgiving isn't a holiday in Nova Scotia.
What?
No,
Wow.
only for schools.
Oh, ours is like all stores are closed.
No.
Oh, wow.
Created in the 1940s. The first letter of ICAO
They can
codes come from the
discuss
ITU, International Telecommunications.
Christmas, everything's closed.
I mean,
Yeah,
this
I would hope
comment right
so.
here,
Remembrance
Yeah.
Day, everything's closed.
that's a fair assessment.
So K
Yeah.
is Y into 4 letters, and
That's a
back
fair
down to
assessment.
3 leaves Y for Canada. Here is where you would reasonably ask.
Okay.
why CY
So y'all got,
Canada?
you have
That goes all the way
liquor
back to
stores like the
telegraphs.
Bible Belt has churches. I got you.
So is a story
I got
for
you.
another time.
More liquor stores and bars than there are churches. Yeah.
Probably here.
Oh, I
too.
would say that's probably accurate to where I live. Yeah. There's an NSLC. There's more Tim Hortons than NSLC though. I will
Oh,
say
the
that.
Tim Hortons, yeah,
The
or
Tim
McDonald's.
Hortons ratio to people is ridiculous. I live like 3 turns to a main street that has 5 Tim Hortons on that street. There's
Yeah,
5.
there's like
There's
3 or 4
5
maybe.
Tim Hortons on one street.
Yeah.
5.
Renumbering the runway. Say
There's probably only one NSLC on the street. Maybe
There's
2.
2, we call them LCBOs. There's 2 near me, and I think 3 or 4 Timmys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
On Sundays,
Yeah.
Canadians
on Sundays you can only buy beer and wine.
Yes.
Canadians require their coffee and their donuts more than their alcohol, apparently.
I mean, we can get alcohol at the, I don't know. I guess alcohol at the gas station has always been a thing that you can do. Like, you can at least get wine.
No.
No.
Texas, Jesus, guns, and homegrown racism, y'all. Yikes.
Shit just got real in the comments.
Yikes.
We're about to get on another tangent.
My husband can go to Target and buy one thing my daughter told him it's called Target, not Tarneed. Wow. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, okay. So, like, there are places that I cannot eat here that I can eat in Iowa.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, for instance, whenever I go to Iowa, I always get Casey's Pizza, which is gas station pizza, but it's amazing. Okay, just don't judge me because they make it fresh. Like it's like fresh baked pizza, right? So I always get that because the closest one to my house is like 30 minutes away. Like, I'm not going 30 minutes. Like, I'll just get it when I go to Iowa.
Yeah.
But then I also will always eat Taco John's because we don't have Taco John's here. So
I love how we both go. I have no idea what
I'm
I'm
like guessing it's like Taco.
Both of us are just
Bell.
like, not a
Taco
clue.
John's.
I
is
know
like,
Subway. I know Subway.
It's similar.
We have
Taco
Subway.
John's is similar to Taco Bell.
I figured.
Casey's is a gas station, so judge me if you want. And then, like, the only other place that I eat is the Canteen Luncheon Alley, but like that's because you literally can only eat there in Ottumwa. So like, it's like a local business.
Okay.
Liquor stores just started opening on Sundays in the last 15 years. They can only sell.
Ours are reduced too. I think it's like 10 to 5 on Sunday.
Wow, I don't think we have reductions on Sundays. Hold on, 9 on Sundays. Wow.
Actually, yeah, we are
That
getting a
might
lot of
be-
weed stores here. Like
You have
popping
to
up
we
everywhere.
balance-
have more than Tim Hortons, but we have a lot.
It's because you have
Although,
to get your weed and then go to Tim Hortons.
well, actually, I guess we
Yeah.
don't because it's sold in NSLC.
Oh,
What's
really?
separate?
Yeah, ours are separate.
No,
Yeah.
ours are sold in the NSLC. It's the same place.
Like, but for us, you can order it online and like get it delivered.
Yes, you can still do
Okay,
that.
you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Like,
it's,
yeah, no, it's a separate.
but we
store.
don't have separate dispensaries. Like it's just in the alcohol store.
Oh no, not for us.
So it's your place to get your drugs, your alcohol. Like it's a one-stop.
Yeah, one-stop shop. Yeah. Well, it'd be a one-stop shop actually if it was all in the grocery store. Probably it's like
Well, somewhere
groceries.
it's
Yeah.
Tim Hortons is the best. I agree.
I have no idea what Best Eaten is.
I don't know what that
I was
is.
just thinking. I'm like, is that?
That's not a Canadian thing.
But
No.
Dunkin' Donuts, yeah, we have those.
I've never had Dunkin'.
No, me neither.
I also love Casey's, honestly. This
We don't
is
have
true.
this.
Yeah. So Taco John's sells these like they're called potato olays, but they're like coin potatoes, like fried.
Okay.
with seasoning. So here's what I do when I go home because there's a Taco John's and then directly across the street is a Taco Bell. And I like Taco Bell's tacos better than Taco John's. So I go to Taco John's for the potato olays and then go to Taco Bell for the tacos and then put the olays on the tacos.
I mean,
You're welcome.
that's
Fair
fair.
enough.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously I can eat Taco Bell anywhere, but like they're
But not the mix.
right. And Taco
I still
John's
need to try Taco Bell.
is dry. So I'm just gonna be honest.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You need your Reed and then your Tim Hortons.
Like I said, we don't have separate stores.
Yeah.
So
We have a
it's
lot
little-
more popping up in the more recent years.
We can't. Like when it got legalized, dispensaries had 6 months to close.
It's kind of odd because I don't think they're government run here. And then all of a sudden, like there's a lot, and then like one will get shut down, and then another one will get shut down. So I don't know what is happening, but like a lot of them get shut down.
Ours
after,
went
months.
completely like we're getting rid of independent dispensaries and just going
Okay, yeah.
with the state or
Yeah.
the provincial.
Well, they want to tax it all and blah.
yeah,
blah,
so they
blah.
can tax it and just deal with it that way. Yeah.
Exactly.
They had like a certain amount of time to like, close down or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I think
know.
it's still like they're allowed to be open, but I think there's a lot of regulations and a lot of them don't follow it.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of them get shut down here. So yeah.
She didn't word it in a way that's.
So I don't know what Baja Fresh is, but I know what El Polo Loco is.
It's like a salad place, like a salad and sub place, kind of like a Subway, but like more fresh ingredients. with,
Yeah,
like,
I've heard of it, but
Okay,
is
so
it
it's like a
in
chicken. It's like a chicken
Canada?
salad chick.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's like that. Okay.
I mean, this does come across. This, I do think.
I was as many churches as we do McDonald's and Starbucks. There is a church
We have a
everywhere.
lot of churches, but I would still say more Tim Hortons.
Oh, we definitely have more Tim Hortons. We have more Tim Hortons than anything.
This is apparently where all of the
Well, more gas stations. I should say gas stations are the most common.
But half our gas stations have Tim Hortons.
I was just gonna say, hold on a second. A lot of ours do. Yes, you're right. Or McDonald's, one or the other. Yeah.
But we don't have any McDonald's gas
Really?
stations.
Oh, okay, we have a few. Yeah.
But we do
Um,
have Timmy's.
this what I just described to you is a good munchie meal, to be honest. Best Eaten was in the States in the 90s. It closed down due to some religious stuff. Don't remember, but I know they have Bible verses on their cups.
Gotcha.
Interesting. She's still talking about churches, if you're wondering.
Okay, I'm like,
Okay.
what
But she lived in
place is this?
Texas, so she's like in the Bible Belt.
There's probably a
of
ton.
America.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
okay, friends. Really? There's more. Okay, hold on.
I'm
thought
like,
we
we
were at
have
the
to cut it at
end.
some point.
I thought we were at the end of the comments. There's only two. Always a church under construction.
Oh, we don't have any.
Yeah, we have a lot of gas. Okay, so I've seen in the areas that I've lived, we've had like McDonald's, Subway.
Do you have Burger King?
Not in the gas stations.
No, like in general. You guys
Oh,
have Burger
yeah.
King,
We
right?
don't have any food attached to a gas station except Tim Hortons.
And then, well, when I lived in Florida, we had Auntie Anne's pretzels. Those would pop up in gas stations, malls, or Walmart.
I actually take that back. We definitely have A&W's attached to gas stations.
Oh, we don't have that.
I love A&W.
No, just McDonald's. and
Hello,
Timmy's.
Jessica. How are you? 30 minutes on the highway to get to a Tim Hortons, but you'll encounter 5 churches and 10 dispensaries along the way.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
That's rude. How are you going to have 10 dispensaries and not have something to eat?
Yeah. That seems like a bad business idea. Put one right next to it.
Just put one right next to a Tim Hortons. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I've never even been to Tim Hortons. I have no idea what is there, but I'm just saying. Yeah, when I lived in Florida, Aunt Anne's pretzels started popping up in Walmarts. Like in one of the Walmarts that I used to frequent, there was an Auntie Anne's, and then across the thing, like when you walked in the door, there was a Subway.
We have a pretzel place, but it's called
Thank
something
you.
else.
What is it called?
Mr. Pretzel?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me Google it. Hold on.
Because I'm just sitting here the whole time she's talking. I'm like, what is the name of the pretzel place inside Cineplex?
It's Mr. Pretzels. Yeah.
Okay, it might be Mr. Pretzels.
And they have like cinnamon and then a salt one.
And
And
little bites. Yeah.
Yeah. They have them in the malls too here.
Yeah, we have one in the mall. And in Cineplex.
Yeah.
I love Wawa. I don't know what the other two things are.
I've heard of Wawa and a Subway, obviously.
Wawa is just a bougie gas station.
Yeah.
And they have like their own sub bar and stuff in there. Jessica started from Blood and Ash. I have not started this. I got it in the mail, but I haven't started it.
I need to.
Will it get read this month? Probably not.
It's questionable.
They have Wetzel's pretzels. I've never had that. But Nell says that Auntie Anne's is better than Wetzel's pretzels. I don't know. I've only had Auntie Anne's pretzels, and I like they make one that's like a pepperoni pretzel. It's like a pizza pretzel. So like there's no pizza sauce. It's just the pretzel, and then it has like a slice of pepperoni baked on it. So good. Dispensary without food nearby. I mean, I'm just saying, like, you'd have to bring your own snack. Like, what? For what? But also, you probably shouldn't be going to the dispensary and then using what you got and then driving either.
Yeah.
There is that.
Yeah. Oh, Neva, have you heard of beaver tails?
Oh, beaver tails.
What is a I mean,
it's beaver's tail, like you eat it.
It is not.
I doubt it.
Don't make us crazy.
It's so good. Oh my god! Like
like
after specifically, because we have the canal in Ottawa. Like,
let me look.
So skating on the canal and then getting a beaver tail. It's like
anytime we only have like I think one downtown, like at the waterfront.
Really? We have a few.
We have
no, yes, it's a dessert. We might have one in the Metro or the Scotiabank Center, like our hockey club too.
Yeah, we have one in our
one in the hockey center. And then one.
I have no idea what this is, but it looks delicious.
It's really like a deep fried dough situation
with like I like the cinnamon one, but there's like
the cinnamon apple one.
Not an apple. It's just like cinnamon sugar or something.
Yeah,
yeah. There's
like
one that has
sauce.
There's showing one that has like just cinnamon sugar, and then they're showing ones that are like they're like frosted like cookies.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then there's one that has like apple filling on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I want one. I can't wait until the canal opens.
I mean, those look delicious, honestly.
Beaver tails are delicious.
Yeah.
Hello, Mama Bree. How are you? So nice to see you. Oh, I think she's talking about beaver tails.
Oh, I was like in the airport. I was like, we don't have it in the airport, but it's on the way to the airport.
She's gonna get it on the way there.
Yeah.
Oh, on the way to Toronto Airport. I was like, all I know is that anytime I fly through Toronto Airport, I always make sure to go to Wahlburgers because it's the only time I can eat it.
Honestly, this is
I've
a great
never heard of
business.
Wahlburgers.
This is a great.
You know, oh no. Who's the family?
Wait, this sounds very familiar. Hold on.
Wahlburgers. He's Danny Wahlberg from New Kids on the Block and Mark Wahlberg, you know, the actor?
Mm-hmm.
Their family, their brother owns Wahlburgers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. So
it's actually really good, but it's like we don't have one. And
we don't
in Toronto Airport. So as soon as you go through security, you can eat Wahlburgers. So I always
eat that
at Toronto Airport.
This is a great move right here. That's great. Whoever did that, genius, honestly. Everyone's saying hello. Bree said that she's chilling and tired. I need to watch this video. This is about the book.
Well, I assumed it was about Harry's book.
From Harry.
Oh, right. I'm like, why do I recognize this? I have no desire to read this.
No, me neither.
I have, after seeing some of
literally
the reviews, I don't think I'm gonna read it.
I don't hate him. I just don't care to.
No, I just
hear
don't
him.
care. Yeah, I just don't care.
I just don't. Yeah.
That's just a movie, and I want to say we believe he's going to conform totally with the democratic behavior that Amber's being accused of.
We can
I
get
believe
Delta
that Amber
8
addressed these allegations
here.
openly, honestly, and I really hope he does do that as soon as possible.
Who?
One thing that I do think is weird.
We're
what?
from
Mark
Transformers.
Wahlberg.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg.
Oh.
Yeah. He was also in Ted.
Yes.
Ooh, making dumplings. Delicious.
No.
No. Do
I
y'all
don't
have
even
this?
know what this is.
I have no idea what that is.
This is what Mama Bree said about Harry's book.
Yeah, I'm not going to. I have
Here's the
better
thing.
things to do with my
I
time.
put it on Hold the Library, but I am number
Yeah.
529th.
I
And I
just
think
don't care.
after, well, I read,
I just don't care. I'm sure I'll hear all the main points through the
That's
media.
the
You know
thing.
what I mean? Like all through the Twitters and the this and the that. I'll get all the main things that I need
Ashley
to know.
from Bookish Realm, she
Mhm.
read it and wrote a review on Goodreads. And I read that last night. And then I'm going to watch Bree's video, and I just think I'm going to pass. Because I followed Bree's live tweeting, because she live tweeted while she was reading.
Ooh, that's a good idea, Bree.
And I followed that, and I just, like,
Yeah.
I'm an advocate for people telling their truth and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But he really got liberal about what he was going to talk about. And I'm just...
And I just never followed them like to that extent.
No.
Like I just don't really care.
I mean, I watch them because it's a train wreck. I'll just be honest. Like
I follow it when I hear about it, but I don't like really like go out of my way and like
No.
you know what I mean?
I
Like,
just
I know
don't-
the basics.
I don't know. I feel like if I wanted to watch drama, that's not the drama that I'm wanting to choose.
I'll watch
Yeah.
90 Day Fiance.
Like I think I'd
Yeah,
rather
90
watch
Day
some like Real Housewives and watch some wig pulling, you know, like that's what I want in my life. Like this just seems like too not what I need in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Wahlburgers.
Okay, I've never
yeah.
heard of this place. No, she was talking
I,
about the fried something.
ma'am, I do not know.
I already saw this part. I've heard this story. I've heard this story. Have you not heard this story?
Clearly not.
So apparently he got frostbite on his nether regions.
How?
And the thing is, I'm sure this is true, but there's some things that maybe you don't need to tell people.
But like
So
how
you
and
know
why?
Wait. So he decides to apply lotion. This is how I heard it. I did not read the book, so if I've gotten this story wrong,
But
like
wait,
just
How and why?
I don't know. All I know is that he went to put lotion on it, and the smell of the lotion was a sensory reminder of his mother and took him back to his mother. And then he proceeded to still deal with his nether regions while thinking about his dead mother. That is what I heard from people. Now, I just feel like whether
Hold on, I might have to read this.
is fine, but
I'm
like
like,
some things are best kept to yourself.
Yes.
He was
Yeah.
dying. I've made her. It's.
I'm sure someone will post this part and I'll read that.
Well,
part
that's how I
too.
heard it. Is someone posted the audio of him reading it from the audiobook, so that's why I was like, oh dear, and I was just like, I just feel like there's just some things that you don't need to share. There's some things just for yourself.
But
Right
what was
before
the
you tell that
purpose of
story-
sharing that? Like,
I don't
wasn't
know.
this-
I don't know the context. I only knew that's all I know.
Right before you told us where I took the largest bite of pizza known to man, I almost choked. Like, what are you
I'm
doing?
so sorry. But like, there's
What?
just some things that maybe you should just keep to yourself. Like, if that
No one
happens
needs to
to
know
you,
this.
that's fine. But like,
well, I don't know if it's fine.
well, no, it might maybe talk to a therapist about it and not put it in a book.
I also am wondering, like,
I don't
how
know.
he got frostbite. Like,
I'm sure there was a reason for the
were you, like,
frostbite.
naked
I
outside?
just don't know the
Oh.
Or
context.
just keep that to yourself. Like, just don't ever share it with anyone.
Oh,
I love this
yeah.
comment. Only his, you know what, got frostbite, and a pair. I don't know. What were you doing if only that gets frostbite?
Oh yeah, I need to watch Brandy's review too. It's saved in my
is
my watch later.
I'm actually dying. Oh my god.
That is all I know. Literally, that is the extent of my knowledge. I did not read it. I've only seen it everywhere. Oh, Elizabeth Arden cream.
So
that was what cream it was. I just knew it.
Apparently, he was visiting a disabled veteran set up in the North Pole. I mean, great, but
why did nothing else get frostbite?
I would literally
That's
never
what
tell
I'm confused
anyone
about.
So I just feel like I'm sure it
Why would you
happened.
put that
I'm
in a
sure
book?
this happened, but I just feel like that's something you keep to yourself.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Exactly, Lauren. If someone gifted it to me, I would read it.
I don't know. And I feel like there's some things that
can't
once you
agree.
know them, you can't unknow them. And I kind of feel like I wish I didn't know that.
Well, like, I mean, we're not family members. Imagine his like wife reading that or something. Like, I just like, what?
I just
Could you
like
Here's
his
the thing.
yeah.
He supposedly wrote over 100 drafts of this book before it was published.
Got it
And that
edited,
story
and no
made
one
the
pulled
cut.
it out.
And you didn't one time think that maybe we should cut the frostbite on our penis story?
No.
I'm actually like dying. I'm gonna look this up. After.
Here's the reasoning apparently.
Oh,
Chris
okay.
has got us in the comments. I don't know if that makes sense.
I mean, this makes sense, sure, but what doesn't make sense is why we wrote over 100 drafts. Still,
I'm surprised you hadn't heard this story because I feel like this is the one that's really making the rounds.
To be honest, I haven't really seeked out any information.
I didn't either. I was
see it.
innocently scrolling through Twitter.
You know
Okay,
what,
I was
though?
very innocently, and then
Yeah, I
all of a
don't
sudden
use
Gary's
Twitter.
voice came at me about.
so
At first, I thought he was doing something else with his nether regions at the time in the lotion, and I was
Well,
very
I'm kind of
like,
confused at
about
why
his
he
sister
was
at that time.
dealing with it and
So
then
here's the
thinking of his
deal.
mom. Like, what correlation did these two things have together?
here's the thing.
Well, he was applying lotion because
We watched an interview with him on Hulu last night, and I think now that she's talking about this, I think he mentioned it. Like he was asked about it in the interview, and I just like blanked it out.
Look at Bree's comment. I think I blacked that.
Oh my gosh.
Raven, did you hear about this?
Are we overtired?
Yes,
Okay, you
I
know
am. 100%. 100%.
Oh my goodness.
You wrote over 100 drafts of this book, and somehow
Kelsey's gone. We've lost Kelsey.
a story about him getting frostbite on his
But
penis
in the context,
made
okay,
it into the
can I
book.
just tell the context that I heard this?
What's the
I
context?
only heard the clip of him taking the lotion, thinking about his mother, and then he goes, I put it down. Then I proceeded to put it down there. I didn't hear
got
the frostbite at first.
on his
So
penis.
I thought he was doing something very
Apparently, he
different
put Elizabeth,
while thinking about his mother, and I was very confused
he put
for a
Elizabeth
minute.
Arden cream on it,
It was not
and
good.
apparently, I
The
don't know.
smell,
if it
the
was
smell
the
transported him
smell
back.
of the Elizabeth Arden cream made him think of his mother, who by this point was deceased.
Yes.
Okay. I
But
think
the
I'm
way
overly
people are
tired. I'm like
hearing this
dying laughing.
story
Sometimes when I'm so overly tired, I
is
find the
people
weirdest thing
took
funny, and I like
part of the
can't stop.
audiobook, the part of the audiobook he's talking
I'm
about
just
this,
like, oh my
and
gosh.
played a clip of it where he's talking about he had the cream.
Applying the lotion
He
to
made
his
it
areas.
the smell of the cream made him think of his mother, and then he applied it to his
They put it out of order.
right. But also, there were over 100. I know this because I watched this interview last night. There were over 100 drafts of this book that he wrote, and no one thought to like
Yeah.
mix the. I mean, you could have still written about the veterans without talking about that.
Yes.
Also this part. But I'm thinking that like he was sweating and the sweat pooled. That's what I'm thinking.
I
I've
love
just
how
never
we're-
heard
I
of
love how
this.
we're trying to work out the logistics of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've just
you
never heard of
underline.
this, I must say. And we live in Canada. Like, I
So
mean,
apparently he had loose underwear on and it should be tight fitting for the for the cold.
is this story true? Because if he's over explaining to this level, like, I don't know.
I'm too tired for this conversation.
I can't. Like this part, I just don't understand why no editor was like, "Hey, buddy,
I didn't. Yeah, no, I didn't understand that either.
Hey,
I just
buddy,
don't understand why no one went. This should not be in a book.
hey, sir, I know that you're like a royal. Okay, I know you're a prince, but can we like remove this part?" Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I need to watch Bree's video because I
I'm
feel
gonna
like that will get me all the main points
I'm
that
gonna
I
watch it.
maybe have
also
not.
Brandy from Brandy Sharee, is it Brandy Sharee Reads? She also did one, and then not Locked Booktician. That's who we were just talking about. Ashley from Bookish Realm. She said on her stories last night that she didn't have the spoons to actually record a video, but there is a written review on Goodreads.
Oh, okay.
So if you want her thoughts, I highly recommend her written review on Goodreads. I read it last night. Imagine Elizabeth reading this. I mean, thankfully he published that after his grandma was
Yeah.
in the ground. Walked up while is it oh what? I cannot. He kept talking about war and how many people that were. Okay, she blocked out. I blocked out when he said a lion in jungle was his mom. I said, "Sir, the lion wants lunch." Listen, this is where I'm just gonna watch Bree's video.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is what she meant. Workships.
Oh, this makes more sense.
Worships
Okay.
him. Worships him is what she meant.
Okay, I was like, workship. What?
This is honestly what I'm just gonna watch Bree's thing because I feel like it's one of those situations of like, Mama Bree read this book, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no desire. Okay, I didn't read Creepy.
Yeah, I only heard like literally just like the little snippet, which was totally out of context, obviously.
Clearly.
I hope so. I hope so.
The frostbite part wasn't in the clip I found. I found that after, as I was trying to figure out what is he talking about? Like what in the world?
Okay.
Because then I had to know what this was even in context to. Like I was like, I just don't.
Listen, this is
help.
I hope everyone knows we're doing one sprint. That's all we're doing.
I was gonna say I need to.
Oh yeah. At this point, it's just like a.
It turned into chaos. Real quick. It's fine. These are night sprints. That's fine. Oh, his daughter.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Oh, okay.
No, thank you.
I read it so you don't have to. Thank you. We appreciate you.
I think I was being as kind. I mean,
I think you need to because someone's telling their truth and you have to be empathetic to that. But at some point, there is some things that maybe we keep to ourselves.
Yes.
That's all.
Yeah, I feel like everybody's reviews that I've seen, as because the only reviews that I've really seen are people that I follow.
Yeah, same.
Book too and stuff. I feel like everyone who's written reviews on it has been as empathetic as possible. Like very much like, yes, we encourage people to share their story, but like also don't be ignorant about it when you do it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel you're welcome. That's what we're here for. But I don't feel like anyone has been rude.
No.
But I also
I'm sure some people have. I'm sure some people have.
I also feel like it's weird, and has nothing to do with the book. I haven't read the book. But just in general, I think it's kind of weird how both William and Harry have made comments that like going to Africa and doing mission work is their thing. That's weird to me. Like these are people. Like, I mean, good on you for like helping people, I suppose. But like, I just feel like it's a weird thing. You know? It's weird.
Well, I feel like it's talked about a lot. Like they almost like brag about it a little bit from what I've noticed.
Yeah.
But I did see a lot of people were saying that like before the book even came out, like a lot of people were like, if they didn't like Harry, they were like, they give you a 1-star on Goodreads. Like before.
Yeah, that always happens with popular books too.
Yeah.
People like are giving it 4s on Goodreads but haven't read it, like
it goes both ways. If they give it 5 and
It
haven't
does.
read it,
Yeah,
give it 1.
absolutely.
It's like you should at least read the book before you read
And
it.
I think that Ashley didn't give it a rating.
Yeah, and I don't see the point of
Which
rating.
I'm not always one, especially if it's some kind of memoir type book. I will rate certain nonfiction, like if I'm trying to learn something, like if it didn't teach me anything, I'm gonna give it a 1 star. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
Even
rate
like
on Goodreads, or you like just don't even put it in?
Yeah,
I mean,
Goodreads.
like I'll put it on Goodreads, but
like
Goodreads gives you the option to not rate. So like I'll put it
does
in there
it?
so that it will keep track of books I've read. Storygraph gives you the option to not rate also.
Okay.
So it'll still count, but it'll still count my book for me.
Yeah.
It just won't put it into the stats. Like it'll put it into the stats as an unrated book.
Okay.
Because like last year I didn't keep up. Like if you look at my Storygraph from 2022, I didn't keep up with any reviews at all. And this year I'm at least gonna rate them. I'm not gonna write a full review because I don't.
I only give star ratings unless it's the NetGalley arc, and I have to write a review.
Yeah,
Right,
on
that's what I'm
Goodreads I
saying.
just do
Now
star.
I will go into Storygraph and put like a star rating, and I will do that for Goodreads where I'll put a star rating. I'm just not gonna write a full review.
Yeah,
to be honest.
No.
If you want to see reviews, I'll be catching up on mini reviews on Instagram, but those are easier. I can write 2 sentences and it's a review. But I will put the star rating, especially on Storygraph, because Storygraph figures out your analytics.
Although, to be honest, I don't really read enough nonfiction to be like, oh, this is how I handle it, because I do not read much.
I think I rate it, but I've always liked them. So
I think I only read about 3 last year, and 1 I did rate, and that was I'm glad my mom died, because
for me, for nonfiction, if it's a memoir, I usually won't rate it at all, just because it's someone's story. Like I'm not gonna rate how you wrote your own life experience. But if it's something that's nonfiction that's supposed to teach me something, like a self-development type thing, I will rate those, just because I want people to know if it's worth their time or not. But most of what I rate is fiction.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah, I agree with this. Because they definitely treat it like it's a hobby that they do, which is weird to me. Like, and maybe it's because like I come from a family where like my grandma did a lot of mission work in Haiti, and like it was treated as something. I mean, for her it was religious because she did it through her church, but like she treated it as like a privilege of being able to go there and like talk to them and help them build schools and churches and stuff. And I feel like they treat it like it's an adventure, like I rate nonfic memoirs will get 5 stars. They had a giant impact, but I don't rate them like regular books. Yeah, I don't either. And that's also why I like Cawpile, because Cawpile gives you, if I'm going to rate a memoir, I put it in Cawpile, because if you look at the Cawpile spreadsheet, she gives you other options for drop down if it's a nonfiction book. So you rate it off of different things than you would a fiction book.
Did everyone hear that Jeanette McCurdy's writing another book?
I did not. What about this, like memoir? Or
no, I think it's like I don't know.
Okay.
All I heard was that she's writing another book.
I didn't know that she wrote another book. I mean,
I think she's writing.
Oh, like hasn't. Okay.
Like I'm not trying to be funny, but like what else is she going to write about?
I have a feeling she'll go fiction.
That was my understanding, but I don't know why that's my understanding, because I don't think that's what I don't know why that was my impression told the story.
Yeah, I guess for me, I don't know what else she would write that's nonfiction.
Yeah,
that's why I have a feeling it would be
because she
fiction.
went into detail about pretty much everything. Like it wouldn't even make sense for her to write another.
Unless there's more that
another nonfiction book about Nickelodeon.
I think she should just leave it as its own entity.
For sure.
I mean, I would definitely read not like fiction.
I would definitely, because I actually like not just aside from the story being eye-opening and very interesting, but just her style of putting forth information was very easy to take in. So I feel like it would be interesting to read a nonfiction.
And I think she's very creative too, because Does she write like doesn't she write like TV shows, or she writes like skits or something?
I think she used to. I don't think she works in
So
Hollywood.
I feel like she would be good at fiction, probably.
Yeah. See, I'm not the only one who started this.
That makes
I mean,
sense. Yeah.
if she wrote a fiction, I would read it.
Me too.
Because I like her, because like her writing style of her memoir was good.
Mhm.
So I don't feel like her writing style would change.
No.
Reading The Lost Six, it is changing my opinion of Mistborn Era 2. Listen, I have Mistborn Era 1 sitting on my shelf. I need to read it.
Ooh, a cozy would be interesting. Like a Finley type situation by Jeanette McCurdy would be very interesting.
That would be interesting.
Because I think her humor would be really good. Because even through her painful things, her humor was good in the first book.
Yep.
I think that was my problem with listening to it.
What?
So as we know, it took me like a month to like get through that book, even though we were supposed to buddy read it. And it's because I elect to just listen to nonfiction. It's just easier for me, especially if it's written by, especially if it's read by the author.
Yeah.
But like she would, like there were spots where you could tell she was like crying.
Yeah.
And so it was rough for me to listen to it. And I couldn't really speed it up much past 1.5 because she talks too fast.
She talks very fast.
This is supposed to be Lost Metal, not the Lost Six. Up here for Mistborn Era 2. Yeah, a cozy mystery would be good, or I mean, even if she wrote like a romantic comedy, I don't know. I feel like fiction for her is pretty wide open.
I think it'd have to have some level of humor though, because I think that's just her style.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I don't think she would write like a thriller or something.
No.
Maybe it's just
cozy thriller. I don't even know if there's such a thing as that. Okay. Honestly, I didn't know there was such a thing as a cozy fantasy until I read Legend of the Latte. So
I think that's the only one.
It probably is.
Oh,
I think it's like breaking through into a new genre.
Yeah, I do listen to her podcast sometimes, but the stuff she talks about on there can be triggering for me. So it's not a podcast that I frequent. Which like I'm not saying not to listen to things that trigger you. I'm just saying I don't always have like the mental capacity to listen to it. That's why it took me so long to read her book, because Brittany and I started at the same time and we're in the same spot. And then like 2 days later, Brittany was like, "Oh, I finished," and I was like,
"Yeah, I flew through it."
And then like the week before we went to Iowa, I texted her and was like, "Hey, I finished this," and she was like, "Aren't you supposed to be going to Iowa?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, was it a good idea?"
That was the time to finish it.
It wasn't. It was not. Like, was it a good idea to finish it 2 days before we were supposed to leave?
Yeah.
I do not recommend. Yeah. But I mean, her podcast is good, especially because she has other people on there. So it's like a conversation as opposed to just her telling her story. If that makes sense. Like she has a conversation with someone else on the podcast. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on.
Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
Hold on, and I'll tell you if you want to listen to it.
We need you to taste test our new varieties of seasonal beef, which will be coming down this conveyor belt. Place those on this tray.
I don't think I spelled that right.
Our delivery truck drivers have to pass an annual drug test, so we'll need you to.
How do you spell her last name?
McCurdy? I don't know.
Cups, which you'll need to place on this tray.
Well, that doesn't seem like it.
Activated.
Showtime.
If I find it, I'll send it to you. But I'm not, like, I was trying to just, like, search it, and now, hold on.
Apple cinnamon, not bad. Pea laced with meth. Winter wheat. Lady trucker pea.
Belt speed maximum.
Ah, crap. Trucker. Oktoberfest. Trucker. Amber squash. Trucker. Yeah, let's hope this one was an asparagus idea.
It's called Empty Inside.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for reading. You know, our testing came back and shows we're losing market share. Apparently, nobody can relate to our mascot off of her path.
Are you guys talking about work in there?
Oh, yes, come on in, honey. We put our wings away.
Did you tell them about our testing?
Yeah, our customers find a 300-year-old mascot hard to relate to. They want a regular guy.
It looks like this.
A guy who drink a beer.
Oh, okay.
Griffin?
No.
It is you, Peter. What are you doing?
So she covers comedy, eating disorders, filmmaking, jealousy, therapy, and the crippling sense of doom we all face as we desperately try to fill the void with it.
I think we found our new mascot. Are you in, Peter?
May I have a moment to talk it over with my mentor?
Sure.
I'm in.
I don't know. Somebody wrote an article and was like, I didn't know who Jeanette McCurdy was until I found this podcast.
But do you live in a rock? I feel like everyone knows who Jeanette McCurdy
I
is.
feel like the only way you don't know is if like you've never had cable in your life.
Just especially in like the last year, like so much.
And like there was so much controversy over the title of her book. Like, how did you not see that?
Yeah.
Where did Kelsey go?
I don't know. She said she'd be back.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to like close out without her. That would be rude.
We'll give her a few minutes. There she is.
Sorry, I'm like, I have to change laundry.
That's okay.
So.
We just were like, we don't want to end it without you.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. I didn't
That would be
realize
so
we were
rude.
ending
Like
or
if
I
you
would've
left and then
waited.
came back and you were like, it's over. That would be so rude. Okay.
Well, I would have just waited. I didn't know you guys were gonna end it now.
Okay. So I think we're gonna jump off here. Sorry for the one sprint. Okay. But this
This is just like more of a chatty live show. Which is
yeah,
totally
and I
cool.
feel
Well, then
like
tomorrow we're definitely gonna read.
yeah, tomorrow we're gonna read, and I feel
We're
like,
doing 15:45s tomorrow, people.
right,
Yes.
and I feel like we just needed like a sprint where we just
Yeah, a
Talk
Friday
to each
night.
other.
You know.
Also, like I'm dying to pick up Priory of the Orange Tree, but it's too late at night. But I'm like obsessed. So like tomorrow,
Yeah,
I'm
not
definitely
reading
gonna
it.
be
Like,
keeping
this
this
is, like,
because I want to
sitting-
read it.
it's like sitting here and I'm halfway through chapter 4, and I'm like, do I just start chapter 4 over?
Oh no, I luckily stopped at a squiggly bit. You know, when there's like a this situation.
Yeah, because you're on
Yeah.
page 46, but I'm on page 42.
Yes. So I stopped. Like we had one.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna read to the squiggly bit
Yeah.
and then call it a night.
Mhm.
I'm too tired to continue, but all I want to do is read this because I'm already obsessed.
But I'm like, I mean, I'm sorry that Crystal DNF'd this book, but I don't know why she DNF'd it.
I don't think Crystal reads that much high fantasy.
I don't think she does.
No.
But because I feel like I'm just we're not even that far in. Like
I'm already obsessed. The
This
dragon
much.
spoke and I was like 5 stars.
we
Like
only read this much, and I'm already like, this is 5 stars.
actually, to be honest, when in
Best
like
fantasy of
on
the year.
page like 4, when the dragon started to come up from the ocean into the sky, I was like 5 stars.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like already.
And I was on
like,
page like 5. Like I'm
I'm
not
like
spoiling
5
anything. This
stars.
is like page 5.
I'm like 5 stars. Best fantasy of 2023.
Yeah.
Give me all of the Samantha Shannon books.
So I just want to read this. So tomorrow we're definitely going to be sticking to 15.
Well, I expected to already be at like 150 by now. I'm at 50, the same one.
Don't worry,
page as
I got
Wednesday.
you all tomorrow. We got it.
Now
We
I
got
feel-
it tomorrow.
She'll
Now I
keep us
feel
on
like I
track.
have to read the Bone Season. I checked it out last year and never read it from the library.
Yeah.
And now that I'm like loving Priory so much, I feel like I'm going to finish this and I need to read the Bone Season. It's not even on my TBR. It's fine.
I'm reading it with Crystal in August.
Okay, well, if I wait till August, can I read it with you?
Yeah, because I think it's I can't say what live on these sprints.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait till August.
When
then,
you
and I'll read
close
it.
these sprints out, I can say what is happening with that.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go. Okay, but we will be back on Brittany's channel tomorrow at 10 a.m. Correct? 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Mhm.
And we will be actually reading.
Yes.
So
Well, yeah. Brittany's going to keep us on track.
Don't
thank
worry, I
you
got you all.
for hanging out with us and like
I
not
got it.
reading.
I will
with
get
us.
us through it.
Thank you for hanging out and
It was fun.
talking. It's been
Yeah.
real fun, you know, talking
Yeah.
about everything,
Yeah.
including Prince Harry's frostbite.
You're welcome for me hearing that one detail of the book.
So that's all. That's it. Okay. So we'll see everyone
Tomorrow.
later.
Hopefully.
Literally in like 12 hours, not even
Yeah.
10 hours.
Kiana said that this was fun. It was
Yeah.
so okay. Y'all ready to say bye?
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.